I'm live too. Sorry we're late. I blame Wings. Unsub. Yeah. You know, every other show starts late. All of them. They all start late. You know, they sit there and like I'll be on their show sometimes as a guest, and they're laughing like, you know, oh yeah, my subs know better than to spec me on time. Mine get mad. Mine get really mad. If I'm not on time, they're pissed. Oh, I never put the link to the stream in the promo video. I need to do that now. Silly me. I'm on it. Silly Woody. Wow, this is a horrible way to start the show. I'm kind of boring. I just beat them off with money. Yeah, so I'm just checking. Did I get my link updated in the promo video? I think so. Shoutouts are not popular on YouTube, man. Dude, we were having a really good conversation before. That's why we're actually late. Like, we were just sort of, I don't know, it was going, and it was, like, I didn't want to interrupt. I wanted to keep talking. Yeah, the old school pre-show was rocking, and that's what we were talking about. Sorry you missed it all. But, dude, so I put out a video this week, and it kind of ties into our pre-show conversation about, you know, why do we hate each other, which is a title I stole from a Wings video. Didn't you have one called that this week, too? What was yours about? Was it about Obamacare? Yeah, mine was totally different. Mine was about the community. But the title still inspired me. Man, people are rough. Now, I think they're rougher than, I don't know if they're rougher than they've ever been before. I think the life cycle of your channel, you know, just gets more and more hate. Somebody asked me on Reddit today, and I'm going to ask you guys the same question. Shucks, let me get it just right. This won't be long. I think I have the page up. Damn you, Woody. You take too long. You're too slow. You're stupid. Alright, here it is. Let's say you have 40,000 subs that are just there to hate on you. Now be honest. Would you rather lose 40,000 subs and be hate-free, or keep the subs for views, etc.?
Well, I can answer this question pretty easily.
All right.
If you start over, you're going to get the same people hating on you because they're hating on you because you get a reaction.
A couple quick things on the tech side. Some guys are like, you know, I can't hear. Oh my God, look at the chat. Dude, I am staring at the chat. Sometimes it's just a couple seconds delayed. And your audio should be fixed on my stream now. Now, let's say you had more subs. Let's say you had 540,000 subs. How do you feel about those 40 grand now? Would you rather just cast them aside that are hating on you? Or do you...
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do a tech error here.
Yeah.
Like, my shit's coming up fucking snow for some reason.
Snow? Oh, man.
Yeah, it's like...
Dude, tech issues are so hard on this stuff. People have no idea. People have no idea. It is a nightmare to set up one of these podcasts. It's way harder than most people think. And it's so easy to, like, make mistakes along the way. I hear you're having tech issues. You're probably stressed. You probably have hundreds of people just freaking cursing you the day you were born. I've been there, man. It's all right. It happens. But for me, I'll answer.
I guess it would depend on this. For me, it would depend on if YouTube was a full-time job or not. If 40,000 subs, I wouldn't, whatever. But say 500,000, if it was a full-time job, I would probably be more inclined to want to keep them guys around, to tell you the truth.
That's interesting. I vote for get rid of them. Oh, the guest is Redneck. I'm sorry, we forgot. We need to introduce the guest right at the start. Redneck is our guest. Welcome back to the show. He's one of our most frequent guests, I think. But
what's up, people?
I'd like to get rid of them. If some guy's on my videos just to hate on me and click on dislike, get out of here. And I swear sometimes they can breed more haters, you know, like, redneck's a view whore. Then somebody else is going to call you a view whore, mostly because the guy's a sheep. He's a little follower. And, you know, that's part of the problem.
Let's talk about view whore for one moment. Okay. Everybody who makes videos, they want to be partnered, right? Most of them do. They always everybody's shooting for the partnership goal. That is a content creator, because they want their content to be seen. Why is it when, you know, just because you get 20 views a video, why are you calling people that get 1 million views a video a view whore? Because your goal is to get 1 million views per video. So, I mean, a lot of guys say, well, I won't post this or post that, but, I mean, if you're getting 1 million views a video on what you want to post, that might make somebody else make you a view whore.
Sometimes people are just obviously jealous, right? Like, that's their whole thing. They're obviously jealous. And they do nothing but lash out on other people because, you know, they're obviously jealous. That's who they are. Even if you have a channel that's not partnered, and people still like to get views. You know, it's fun. It's neat to think that somebody cares about your opinion or enjoyed the video that you made. That's part of the deal. I think everybody who plays basketball would like to be a pro basketball player. You know, it doesn't make them a cash whore.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you lose just me or everybody?
I lost everybody. That's that $400 a month internet for me coming through.
I don't know that it was, because I lost my connection too. So that was kind of I don't know. It wasn't just you. So, man, I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's getting hard to do PK with these fucking guys trolling us.
Yeah.
We're still live on mine, by the way.
On mine, I'm getting the static that you described. Like now I see what you saw.
Yeah, I was getting static the entire time.
But yours is working?
Now let me see. Yep, mine's still working. My comments are like really far behind.
You can reload to fix that sometimes. I'm trying to see if my stream is fixed. I mean, clearly my internet's working. I'm talking to you. Huh. I'm just where I have to wait for this ad to finish, and then I can see if I'm back. I'm not back. They're telling me in the comments that it works for them, but
you gotta make sure you save it. If you're using YouTube, make sure you hit the save button. Like if you just put it in and punch it in wherever you got to do.
It was working, and then my connection seemed to drop, and now it's not working anymore.
I'm saying mine's not working either. I think I'm getting denial of service attacks.
I've got a plan for that. You know, they're telling me it works. Just refresh and everything is cool. But it's not working for me. So this is so frustrating. I don't get it.
Redneck's asking if you're offline.
But, so can you hear him?
I can hear him.
But he can't hear me?
I mean, if we can get him in here.
Alright, so my stream's working now. I can't hear Redneck.
You there, Redneck?
Hello?
There we go. Alright, we're back.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not something I'm doing. And I worked a long time, actually, to make this fixed. I think by next episode, it's going to be a lot tougher to DDoS us than it is today. But
Let's talk about DDoS.
Yeah, all right, if you want. We might be bringing it on ourselves, but
Well, we can bring it on since I won't. But like one thing I noticed, like one thing I do when I'm bored is I like to see what's happening on Twitch TV.
Mm-hmm.
And through Twitch, one thing I do is I go to the main page and I see which games are popular. And they have a list of games that shows how many people are viewing them based off, that game. And I notice Call of Duty is always really low. It usually has somewhere between 1,500 and 3,000. Generally, depends on who's streaming and when it's streaming.
That's low?
Well, stuff like StarCraft has 26,000.
StarCraft.
Stuff like
right.
DayZ has like 7,000 or 8,000.
Okay.
Dota 2, these are games that just beat the crap out of it streaming-wise. All right? Some games lend themselves to streaming better than Call of Duty. But I don't see why Call of Duty doesn't lend itself to it. And we have a lot of Call of Duty guys that stream. Like, why do you think that people don't stream Call of Duty that often?
I guess we're not talking about DDoS. I was wondering how you get there.
I'm talking about DDoS. Like
you think that's
between
why?
stream joiners and like people like sending you the denial of service attacks. I mean, that's the reason I stopped streaming Call of Duty because it was just so frustrating.
And
like.
Oh, go ahead.
And it's like these people get these power trips off of it. It's like, seriously, all you're doing is ruining everybody else's good time. It's like being that guy at the party that can't get no pussy, so he decides to change the music.
I'm still kept you going.
I mean, that's it. I mean, like, you know what guy I'm talking about, right? That guy that's like, well, I'm not having fun, so nobody's having fun.
Yeah, let's mess up Redneck's mojo. He's about to get laid, but I'm pissed. I ain't getting on.
What does the Jersey Shore call that? They call that a grenade, right?
No, I think a grenade is an ugly girl, right?
No, grenade's like a fat chick that's with a hot girl that you want to fuck, but you won't let her.
Yeah.
Is that? All right, I'm gonna look up grenade on Urban Dictionary.
That shit is crazy.
So these people that come here and do this shit, what you are is a grenade. You're essentially a fat bitch that can't get dick, and you're trying to mess up your friend's good time.
You're right. I imagine one of those guys that did that.
A solitary ugly girl always found with a group of hotties. If the grenade doesn't get any action, then neither does anyone else. Come on, man, take one for the team. Jump the grenade. There you go. Yeah, you nailed it.
I'm at a party, Wings. You're getting the grenade.
I'm getting the grenade.
Yeah, you gotta take her out. I'm going for Hottie. My wife will watch us and beat my ass.
I can sort of see the charm of DOSing somebody. Like, let's pretend you were watching TV and everybody had the ability to, like, knock that show off the air. I bet it'd be getting knocked off all the time. It's just kind of cool to have an impact on something like that. Right? Everyone's watching Seinfeld or whatever, and you, like, break it. Not that I'd be doing it all the time. That's jackass behavior. But I can kind of see how people would be like, dude, that was kind of cool. My thing got, it impacted everybody. Like, I did something. It's kind of neat. I can kind of see why they do it. But, when it comes right down to it, like, you are, ruining somebody's livelihood, ruining lots of people's good times. Like, what you're
That's stupid.
doing is pretty lame.
One day whoever's doing it is hit the shit beat out of them.
Yeah, I'm about to say, them breathing air is affecting me as well. They're taking up all the oxygen. I'm going to go ahead and stomp his chest in until that stops happening.
All right.
Local man. You see the newspaper, the main newspaper in South Carolina. Local man beats a man to death.
Remember that guy that actually went to a guy's house after trolling him on Xbox Live and like punched him in the face and ended up being like a 13-year-old kid?
That's all it is.
Dude, I'm on Mail Monday, right? And I'm chatting with a bunch of other YouTubers like Bash and Onslaught and T-Mart, I think, were online. And sometimes I take the messages, keeping them anonymous, by the way, and showing them to, like, my friends, like, ones that potentially could get on the show. And one guy was like, I think he has a 10-year-old sister, and he was 13. And these boys were picking on his 10-year-old sister. He's like, I'm not sure what I should do. I'm 13. I'm really too old to beat up, this kid that's picking on my sister. And my friends and I all thought the same thing. We're like, no, you're not. Hot damn, you're good to go. You're 13. You can beat up a 10-year-old who's picking up on your sister. But not picking on your sister. Like, you're good to go as far as I'm concerned. Hell, give me their address.
So you can get detention?
Bash wanted to take a shot at him. Bash was like, I'm 27 years old. I'll kick his ass. I don't care. Like, he was totally down. And,
Black dynamite.
yeah, I thought it was awesome. And, I don't know how I even got on that topic, but, Bash was just like, yeah, I'll kick his ass. Hell, tell me. It's, you're good to go, as far as I'm concerned. I honestly don't know how I got on this topic. Onslaught's here.
The Xbox Live thing where the guy punched the 13-year-old in the mouth for hating on him on Xbox.
That's right. Yeah, that's how we got there. I'm okay with a little bit of violence. A lot of people think violence is never called for. Like, you can say anything you want. And the guy who took it to the step of, popping him in the nose was completely in the wrong. And I'm like, whoa, no, you can't say anything you want. No. Like, if you sit there and say enough, then you absolutely deserve what you get. There should be some sort of repercussion. The repercussion is not having to live with what you said. The repercussion is having to heal from what you said. That's how it should be.
Getting your teeth kicked in.
Onslaught, what do you think?
Something else along that line.
I want to know.
Chicas.
Onslaught, man.
Mike?
Should there ever be a physical repercussion for things you say? Are you allowed to say virtually anything, and the guy who makes it physical is wrong?
No.
The way I worded that question, I'm not sure I
Look at
understand
it this
the
way.
answer.
Let's say this kid got raped, and you come up to him like, "Yeah, I raped your kid." Is going physical at that point considered wrong?
Well, you're going physical because of the action, not really what he said.
It doesn't even have to be. Like say you didn't rape his kid, but his kid had just got raped by like his karate teacher or something.
All right, yeah.
And like this guy comes up and says, "Yeah, I raped your kid too." Is taking physical wrong in that aspect?
If the guy knows the kid was raped, I'm beating his ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There should be that logical repercussion.
If he says that kidding and don't know the kid was raped, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm going to tell him.
This is that conversation. Do you put it at a 1 or do you put it at a 10? I mean, like, there's a middle there, too. And the middle ground is some things get their ass kicked, some things they don't. And, I mean, who cares where the common ground is?
Mike, what do you think?
I don't know. I laid out my stepbrother one time because he was talking about my mom, so, yeah.
Damn.
For the 1-2 combo, you give him a drink of that fried chicken?
Just a one combo.
Just a one.
There was no combo. It was just the value menu.
He was one and done, huh?
Yeah.
Would you just pop him right on the button? You hit him in the jaw?
Yeah, in the jaw. Kind of like lower chin, yeah.
Well, maybe he learned something from that.
I did that
Yeah,
once.
he never said anything, at least in my face anyway. He never said anything again. So.
They ain't got they got to learn something. They just got to learn how to have that hair reaction where they kind of flinch when they talk.
I did it something like
Always on edge.
I was playing ice hockey, and I've told this story before, so forgive the recycle. But there was this guy, and he was picking on all the little guys on my team. And this is just beer league hockey. It's not like we're all hot shots or anything. But yeah, every guy that was like under 160 pounds was getting picked on by this guy. And I laid in a check into him. But it's a no-check league, so that's kind of like a signal, like, more than it would be in a regular hockey game. And he immediately wanted to fight. But he dropped his gloves, he put his hands at his side, and he offered to give me a free shot. I took it, and he dropped like a sack of potatoes. That was the end of him. It was a one-shot combo, just like Mike's.
Yeah, that free shot, you put all your weight behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Follow through like basketball.
You could tell it wasn't like a lure or anything. Like, he was totally straight up giving me a free shot. And it was right here, baby. That's where I put it.
You got your money's worth.
Hit him right on the button.
That was it. I punched him, he fell down.
I'm not a hockey fan, but it doesn't seem like you even need a real reason to fight in hockey, do you? You just fight because the refs allow it, right?
Because it's the main allure of hockey is watch people fight. It's like NASCAR with wrecks. You don't have a wreck in NASCAR, nobody wants to watch it.
Yeah, oh God, the Daytona 500 is huge because everybody wrecks there.
Talladega, dude.
Yeah, Talladega too.
I know of these races, but I don't.
For the girls and the fights.
Yeah, it's girls fights, and you get 210 miles an hour, and everybody wants that win toward the end. There's like 15 cautions. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Since we're kind of stuttering. A while back, I seen this news article. I was going to do a video on it, but I figured it'd get bad flack. I figured it's a Painkiller Already topic. A girl basically put beer alcohol on her toddler's teeth to stop her from crying. and she got hit with child abuse. I don't consider that child abuse. Why is it child abuse? Because it's just straight alcohol.
That's an old school
Definitely.
thing. Like, you know, I bet that happened to my parents or grandparents. Like, that was a thing back in the day. Now it's child
She
abuse.
probably learned it from her mother.
Probably did.
Who learned it from her mother.
Yeah.
It happened to me when we had teething problems. They
Uh-huh.
put a little corn whiskey on our gums and you'd stop you from crying. Now they get child abuse.
Yeah.
We never did that for our kids, man. I think
understand you didn't have to do it, but it's a means to an end. It's not like it's going to fucking rupture the child's like psyche and create him be a raging alcoholic.
yeah.
On a downhill spiral, baby.
Uh,
Starting him early, huh? Give him a little Milwaukee's Best in the bottle. Little PPR. I just think that's fucking bullshit that they go that far. They're going to ruin this girl's life because she did something that her mother's mother could have done in public and nobody would have cared. She could probably carry the bottle around in her purse.
it seems like some sort of like mandatory education class would be an appropriate punishment for that. Like, you know, you want to put your thinking, like, what do you really do with a mom who gives their kid alcohol to make them stop crying? You know, it's just a little on the gums. Like, this is an old school remedy. I think you teach that mom about, you know, the impact she's really having on her kid. And then set her free to be a better mom. I think that's how you do it.
What makes me think, though, is how did the authorities even find out?
She was in a restaurant, and the restaurant called the cops.
How old was the kid again? I'm sorry, I was kind of in and out of
I don't remember exactly, but I want to say toddler, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
How is it hurting the kid?
Teething.
I understand the concept, but I really don't see what's wrong. I mean, are you making your kid an alcohol because you're alcoholic?
That was my point. Like, it doesn't hurt the kid unless you're like feeding them tons of alcohol and like they're intoxicated. Yeah,
unless
now
you're throwing it in
child
the
abuse.
bottle and then throwing it in the microwave, giving it to them. That's when you'd be in trouble.
I didn't even
Like
know that
you-
was a thing. Is that it's worse to microwave the bottle first?
I was just saying, if you
Say
treat it
like
like milk,
beer.
treat it like milk, you have an issue. But using it for a child who's teething, I don't see it. I mean, I don't know if I would do it, but I don't see a problem.
The problem is the sissy-ass person over there in the corner of the restaurant that called the authorities.
It was the waitress. I guess
Well,
she didn't get a tip.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There goes her
Skimped her on the
tip.
tip.
Should have gotten away with it.
Red wagon.
Yeah.
How much do you guys tip if you go out to eat somewhere? Does it solely depend on the bill? Is it like a set percentage every time?
I
don't
start
really-
off like that, but it depends on the service.
It depends on the service. Usually, like my tips start somewhere like $3 or $4, and it goes up depending on how well you serve me. Like I never will not tip somebody. Like if I get
I've not tipped people before.
I've given
if it's
insulting tips.
horrible service, I'll give them $1.
If it's horrible
One of my
service, I'll give them a nickel, just so I know I did it on purpose.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of the dollar.
I don't want you to
But
think I
I'll
forgot
make
the
sure
tip.
Explain to them why I'm not giving them a tip.
I've done that too. I've done that. I think I told this story as well on PKA. But yeah, we went to a restaurant and I asked to seat in a particular spot, and they told me no. And it was like they were all loud and stuff. And it was just my wife. I think she was a fiance at the time. And we were like, can we sit in this corner? And they said no. And then the next person that came in got the seat I asked for. I was like, you son of a gun.
Ooh.
And then the food showed up, and it was cold, and the waitress was not very pleasant. And, like, I'm a pretty pleasant customer. I don't get why I was getting that kind of feedback. So when it came time to tip, I gave her a nickel, and then I told her, I was like, look, you know, I wanted to sit over there, and you wouldn't let me. And then my food came out here, and it was cold. And, you know, you sat here and looked down your nose at me the entire time. Here is one shiny nickel for you.
You earned it.
Don't spend it all in one place.
What can you even buy with a nickel? Like, you can't even get a piece of gum with a nickel these days.
That was my go-to move.
It's a foundation urn.
Like, a nickel is useless by itself.
Bazooka gum right here. It's all
You can't
yours.
even afford bazooka gum. I think it's like 15
It's
cents.
35 cents.
No way!
35. There you go.
Wow.
Plus tax.
That's something else.
Say my family goes out like to Olive Garden or Red Lobster, something like that. 5 of us, I figure around $20 tip, but it depends on if my glass is always empty. You know, it depends on if they seem like they actually give a shit whether we have what we need to, if I have to ask for a napkin 10 times, you can go upwards or you can go downwards from there,
Here's my trouble. When I travel, I get room service a lot. And there's usually like 15% included in room service. And all it needs to hit 20-25 is like $2. But I feel bad tipping $2. I want to tip like $8 or something because that's more appropriate for the size of the bill. And it's weird. Like I end up tipping on the tip amount to give them an appropriate tip, and I think I might be doing it wrong. I'm not quite sure. If you talk to Only Use Me Blade, he'll tell you overtip all the time. You'll get great service.
He's a big tipper.
Only Use Me Blade, for people that don't know,
like,
he is
I delivered pizza for a while, and there was a guy that was almost a guaranteed $5 tip. His pizza got to his house before people. Even if he was like the 8th down, his pizza got delivered ahead of the other 8 people.
That's his theory, too. He says you'll get better service, and he's a very generous tipper.
I guarantee in pizza delivery you will.
But what if you're not a repeat customer? It feels like just throwing it away.
If you're a repeat customer, I wouldn't worry about it. The tip for pizza's already included, though, on a lot of those things. I leave like a $1 or $2 tip.
No. You're getting it wrong there. I can tell you this exactly. You talk about the delivery fee. Drivers see nothing to that. You don't see a goddamn dime of that. You get paid anywhere from, they usually do it per percentage. You either get paid 75 cents per run, or you get 75 cents to $1 per run. That's what you get. And the delivery fee somewhere like $2.50.
Yeah, usually $2 or $3, I think.
Man, I feel sorry.
And that's all
for the
profit
kids.
for Domino's.
I feel sorry for the kids coming to Woody's house. Holy shit.
Why?
Like 70% of the delivery fee is all profit because drivers only get like $1. I can tell you that.
That was Mike that said that was included, not me. I did pretty well on the pizza. The pizza delivery fund is totally worked out. Like somebody sent a pizza to my house, and I instead of sending them away and being like, dude, you got pranked. I'm like, yeah.
Like, let me look at this thing. What you got there?
No, I took it. It wasn't what I wanted. It had like jalapenos on it or something, which wasn't my cup of tea. But still managed.
Did you get to the Greyhounds?
Dude, it was before my wife got home. So, like, I didn't really know what I was going to have for lunch that day. What happens is, like, I sleep in a little bit. All of a sudden, it's like 1:30 p.m. There's no food in the house. I'm starving. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Well, it just so happens that the night before, I started my pizza delivery chip-in, account, and there's a pizza guy at the door that somebody just sent to me. Like, this is perfect. So I just sat there. I gave him my card, got my pizza, and, what do you say? I had pizza that day. It just showed up. Yeah, I didn't even have to order it. I just had,
Whoever ordered it should have prepaid over the phone.
I asked him to do that. I was like, because on Facebook, I put on there and I was like, look, whoever's ordering pizzas to my house and sending them, you're not punishing me. Like, I just turned the poor guy away. You should see how sad they get. And, because they do, the pizza guy is like, oh, really? He knows there's no tip, there's no pizza, there's no nothing. Yeah, and, they're getting pranked. And, like, it's not me who's getting pranked. You're pranking some poor pizza delivery guy out there who's struggling to pay the rent. And so I set up I put the link in the description, by the way. There's, like, a pizza delivery chip-in thing. Oh, whoops, I put the wrong link in. Damn it. I'll fix it in a second. But, oh, here it is.
I want to talk about the pizza delivery before we get off this. I feel obligated to do it now. Share some experience.
Wait a second.
Did you ever deliver pizza before, Wings?
I did it for 3 years.
That's what I was thinking.
And I can tell you, I did it for 3 years in a ghetto area. Like, literally, you'd go in, you'd come out with, like, maybe $10 worth of actual tips from working, like, a 12-hour shift.
So
that's
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen? What's the craziest person you ever delivered a pizza to?
Yeah.
Well, the craziest. It had
craziest. I mean, you were like, what in the world are you going to do with this pizza?
The transsexual.
Yeah, the transsexual. That was. This was on Elm Street in Conway, and it's a little apartment. There's a little apartment section there. I forgot the name of them off the top of my head, but I got this pizza, and this transsexual wanted to pay with it through sexual means, and I'm like, no. It was the transsexual. First off, she was chubby, he, whatever you want to call it. She had a beard, and it wasn't like one of those beards like she meant to grow a beard. It's like she had like a 5 o'clock shadow going on.
Oh God, that's dirty, man. She wanted that extra wing sauce.
That hot wings of redemption.
Whatever happened to the wing sauce
You
idea?
gotta get that push-up glasses. Like, no, ma'am. We take Visa, Mastercard, or cash.
Wings. Remember you were gonna start off your own hot sauce company.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Well, I haven't really found the formula yet, and I kind of threw it to the back burner and never went back to it.
All right.
That's the formula. You just got to play around, right?
Well, you got to play around. There's so different many things you do. You can make it sweeter. You can fry. Sometimes you have to fry it. It changes the flavor, the taste. You got to have the right vinegar and vinegar and what is the other ingredient?
Yeah. Have you ever made any type of sauce?
Yeah.
Your own?
Yeah.
Shoot. Play
I
around.
got some in the refrigerator.
I would think that'd be something you could do. You just got to devote yourself to it for a couple
I'm
weeks.
waiting for a YouTuber to leverage his fame into something bigger, right? Like, I'd like to have an iPhone game. Like, that to me is the next. Like, maybe I'll start a Kickstarter project and maybe fund an iPhone game. I think that'd be kind of cool. If you started it and formed a sauce company that became bigger than your YouTube career, I think that would be awesome.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
Happen. Shit.
It's super sick. Have you guys talked about that new console that was on Kickstarter this week? I know Woody and I talked about it the other day.
Can I talk about the pizza thing before we jump into that bigger topic?
All right.
Yeah.
This is just out there because I know a lot of people are getting to the point that list of regular are getting jobs, and some of them will go into the pizza delivery field because it's probably the best paying starter job out there. And it is. I mean, delivering pizza, you can easily make $30,000 or $40,000 a year if you work at it.
Not off tips, though, right?
Yes.
All right.
All right, but I live in a Myrtle Beach area, which might be different if you live in Wyoming or somewhere. I live in a tourist area. But what you do is you automatically, most drivers that deliver pizza, they only are allowed to carry $20. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's $20. It's usually 2 5s, 10 1s.
How is that relevant?
They don't carry
to this?
change.
I'm waiting for you to get to the juicy part of the story here.
Well, this is just money tips. All right, since you don't carry change, some people expect change. Don't ever give them change. Like you round it up or you round it down. Like, look here, your bill was like $13.86. You gave me 14. I'm sorry, we don't carry change. You made 14 cents. But if the bill's like $13.06, and he gives you 13, like, keep your change, you take that out. If you do it that way, at the end of the night, you end up making another $25 to $30 in tips from just overage and change, and they'll never say anything about it.
Oh, so your secret to making money, now I understand why it's relevant, is not giving them proper change.
Yeah.
It's cheating people.
It's not cheating people because you're not allowed to carry change. You're literally not. It's against Domino's rules.
I see.
But most people turn that in at the end of the night. Just don't turn it in.
Dude, I want
Like,
to
if
talk
you got
about the new
a payable bill,
console.
some more. All right, let's talk about new console.
Yeah, so how is it pronounced? Ouya?
It's pronounced fail.
I don't know.
It's Ouya.
What are they at? Like almost $3 million or something?
They're crushing
Yeah, but $3
it.
million in a console-based business is like having $300 in a regular business. I mean, just look at the guy that sold PayPal and he tried to make that car company. What was it called? Tesla's. He
Tesla, yeah.
went to $150 million in 1 year. I'm thinking, $3 million is a great start for investment, but like they got a lot more money to earn before they can compete with Microsoft and Sony.
I don't know. They're making $100 console. I bet it costs them $40 to make.
Yeah, it's $99. The game is free to play. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but how many things that's been free to play has actually been worth playing?
League of
Let's think
Legends
about it
comes
here.
to mind. World of Tanks.
All right, League of Legends.
Hawken? Have I mentioned Hawken? Use Woody as your
What's
sign-up
Hawken?
code.
Look at thousands of apps on your telephone, on your cell phone. There's tons of stuff people are addicted to on there that are free.
Is Angry Birds free?
Yeah.
You sure?
The version I had on my cell phone was free. I've never paid for it, and I played it on my phone. So
I'm not sure. I mean, like, I'm looking at a company like this. Their selling motto is, let me go ahead and say this. I haven't in-depth studied this company. Somebody sent me to a page on Kickstarter, and I read the page on Kickstarter. And it seems like their motto is to get basically free games, and you have access to free games and is trying to take their selling point is big companies are making sequel after sequel after sequel and making millions of money, Hollywood type money, and then we're going to make this game console that does not derivative from sequels and has its own line of games. What are the games going to cost? You're saying free, but you can't publish a game for free. You can't make a game for free. People don't work for free.
Well, a lot of games. No,
games will have ads or anything. I mean, I imagine that this thing's going to be like taking your cell phone, putting it on your HD TV screen, and giving you a controller. I imagine that's what it's going to be.
Essentially, it's like basically Microsoft's marketplace for arcade, but without money changing hands.
Yeah, so the free-to-play model is huge. Some of these companies are just raining money. What happens is you get the game for free, but then you can buy certain upgrades or skins or things like that, and they do their best to keep it balanced so that it's not pay to win, but it's pay to accessorize. Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2. Could be a dead game right now, but they keep updating it. They keep doing their new thing, and what funds it? People get like a mystery box. I don't play it anymore, but I think how it works is you get something and then you get to pay to see what's in it. And then, there can be like an uncommon hat, and now your character has a hat. And I kind of see the appeal of that. Like when I kill a guy in Halo Reach and there's like a birthday celebration or fireworks or something like that, you're like, hey, that was kind of cool. Like, I like that. And now I can totally understand. Like, if you run into a sniper and he's got some big Dr. Seuss hat on, you're like, that guy has an uncommon hat. He did something that not everybody can do. So, neat stuff. But yeah, this like, I don't know, free game and then pay a little more. The most I ever paid for an iPhone game was this thing called Tiny Tower. Have you guys ever played that?
No.
In a nutshell, you're like a hotel manager type thing, or like a building manager. And first you have some people that live there, and then you build like a pizza place. And now you have to stock the pizza place. You have to find employees for it. Employees have different like dream jobs, and you try to match them up. And before long, you've got like 5 retail places, and you have to add more residential to the building. And you just keep adding stories on the building, and you've always got more and more to do because you get like 30 stories tall. And there's just constantly people needing to use the elevator, the stores need to be restocked, and what are you going to do, and how are you going to get the right employees in the right store? And if you do it the slow way, it's just a job, dude. If you do it the slow way, then it takes forever to like build more floors and do whatever. But if you hook them up with like $10, you can get like 5 floors in a heartbeat. Doesn't take any time at all. So I did that. I gave him $10, then another $10, another $10. And yeah, before long, I'm $30 into this stupid game, and now my building is hopping. Now I'm like 30, 40 stories tall. There's always something to restock. There's always someone that needs a job. And I'm like, Woody, what the freak are you doing? Like, did you need another unpaid job? This is ridiculous. You're a hotel manager for a fake hotel. You're working on it all the time, and
you paid $30 for it.
And I paid $30 for it. That free-to-play.
$30 for the privilege to be a hotel manager.
Dude,
huh?
I have never paid as much for any game as I did for this free one. That's, it's the most I've ever spent on a game.
So our conclusive is this console is going to be rather shady and try to swindle you out of money with
what? No. Nobody swindled anyone in a free game.
Sounds like that tower game swindled you out of $30.
No, dude, I saved a lot of time. Like my learning curve on the fact that this wasn't so much a game as it was a side job went way faster because I spent that $30.
So you spent $30 and realized, yeah, this shit sucks. I'm not going to play this no more.
If I get Team Fortress 2 for free,
15 hours of playing the game, $30.
Yeah, dude. If my Call of Duty character, if I could buy a gold character, right? So I look like the chick that got spray painted in that old James Bond movie, and that was $5. I might give him $5 for that. I'd be like,
yeah.
I kind of want to be gold.
Like those Halo Reach guys that paid like an extra $50 or $60 for flaming helmets.
Did they pay extra for that?
Yeah, it's part of that big like $150 pack.
Okay. And then what was I gonna say? Gears of War. In Gears of War, at least in the second version, I don't know about the third. If you paid extra, you could get a golden lancer or a flaming lancer or something like that. So I don't know, but I never feel ripped off when I get what I paid for. It's just a different way of charging people, volunteer pay scale. Hawkins this way. Dude, I have a link in the description of this. You can get Hawkins for free earlier than you would if you didn't follow my link. And it's going to be a free-to-play game. And then in there, hopefully you love the game so much and you want to, like, buy prestige. You know, maybe you want your mech character to have some special skin or whatever. It's the same free-to-play model that's crushing it anywhere. And back on this console we're talking about, Ouya or something like that, if they have lots of free-to-play games, I think they're just hitting the new hot business model. And people would rather spend $60 on a free game than a paid game.
I think my mic's fucking up.
You know, thinking back of it, can we talk about that game we were going to do with Keemstar? Since it's dead now.
Is it there? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, hear you.
Oh, the Kickstarter's up to 4.2 million right now.
That game is just
That's massive.
That's
What,
huge.
4 days?
It's got 27 days of funding left.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Maybe I should get
What
in
were
on
you
this
saying,
thing.
Wings?
Can we talk about that game we was going to do with Keemstar? Since
you
it's pretty much
want.
dead now.
Yeah.
They did it. They did it.
We were going to do what you call a YouTube tournament fighter. And you
This is not the shooter.
No, this is a whole different concept. It's when I was part of the talking process, this is what it was. But it changed a few times. We're going to do a YouTube tournament fighter based off the Street Fighter 2 engine. So it kind of looked like Street Fighter 2, but have YouTube commentators. I'm thinking about it now. It probably would have been better to give the game for free and like charge for add-on characters like X-Jaws or White Boy for $5 a pop instead of sell the entire game for $3.
I don't think you can do free games on Xbox.
But you can on this Ouya system.
Yeah, on the Ouya
I'm
system.
sure they would
you
take
can.
us up easy.
Yeah. Huh.
What I'm trying to say is maybe we should pitch to them our YouTube tournament fighter idea
On Ouya?
as a starting platform game.
You know, that's not a bad idea. It could be a free game, right? And then, you know, you can play whatever, there's some certain core characters, right? Like maybe you have Blade, White Boy, whatever, for free. And then if you want to be, redneck, cost up $5, and you get another character.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or make them character packs, like you get 3 characters for $5. So
Would be like
they're
a
like $1.25 a
Mortal
piece.
Kombat thing. Like, I don't know.
And that way, if somebody gets hot and people really want to play with their favorite commentator, say like for example, Minnesota Burns is the hot guy right now. Let's say the game came out a month before Minnesota Burns got hot, and he got hot, and like, oh, I really want to play with Minnesota Burns. You know, you patch him into the game, you charge $5, and you ride his wave up.
With his consent, of course.
Yeah, with his consent, obviously, you got to sign off for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. That it's a new console. Dude, well, the Wii U comes out next year, or this year, I think. I'm looking forward to I have wonder about the Wii U. Like, I was talking to Onslaught about it last night. And he's like, I don't know, the Wii has kind of lost me. You know, Onslaught's a hardcore gamer. He's not really into that, casual crowd, etc. But I'm thinking to myself,
Modern Warfare 3.
Dude, the Wii is gonna be the most powerful console out there, right? It's gonna be more powerful than the PS3, more powerful than the Xbox. Those things are like 6 or 7 years old now. So, what if next year for Black Ops 2, the Wii is the best looking version of the game, and it's filled with like 6-year-old noobs who use the Wii already? Like, what if it has horrible, horrible players and great graphics? That might be the perfect place to play Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I mean,
I see where you're going here.
I told you we were talking about this. You would get so much hate on those videos.
Oh man, I would so do it. I was hurting little kids' feelings left and right.
Dude, you wouldn't be hurting anybody's feelings. Your subscribers would be like, "Are you kidding me? Why are you playing against people that are walking backwards off waterfalls?" That's what your comments would be.
My mama was a waterfall. I had to teach little Timmy a lesson.
Dude, like, imagine that. Like, if everybody was just like, 8-year-old 360 no-scopers and, little squeakers that like couldn't play the game at all. They had no concept of cover. They didn't play any of the other Call of Duty. Like, right now, when Black Ops comes out, it's going to have a population that's pretty good at the game. Right? That's going to be the case. But maybe the Wii population, this is their first Call of Duty. Maybe, like...
That's not the first one.
Okay, maybe.
World 4, COD 4.
I guess so. I guess you're right about that.
every year, dude, there's new Call of Duty players. Every year.
That's true. That's true. But I still argue, though, that they're better than they used to be. Like, if you walk into Halo, this next release, you're going to find a lot of people who've been playing Halo since, like, 2005. Just ready to eat your cake.
Yeah. Halo died out for me, though, when I found the Call of Duty series. I used to be a huge Halo fan. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, even Reach. And then when I played COD 4, I was done. COD 4 was just so much more faster paced. You get such higher scores. It was just, I don't know, it was just more intense.
Halo is 8 minutes from Halo compared to 8 minutes of Call of Duty, and the fun factor from COD just dwarfed Halo, you know?
Yeah.
Fun factor.
Why do people say Call of Duty takes no skill to play?
It takes a lot of skill.
Popular.
Because they play PC games?
But, see, here's what I'm stuck on, right? Like, let's take basketball and hockey, right? What if I said basketball takes no skill to play? That it's completely
Let's go
easy.
further. Let's say running track takes no skill to play.
Dude, there's a pizza here. I'll be right back.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and there's a pizza fund link in the description so we can get this guy paid. Hold on.
Hey, yeah, make sure it's paid.
Yeah, that guy who tried to dox me, threatened that. Like, they can't eat send beats to my house, pimp, so go ahead. I live in the boonies.
You just need to meet up at Woody's and have do PKA in his house.
Yeah, live PKA.
But, like, I understand. It's like running track is a no-skill sport. Then you have people fighting for it. Yes, it's a losing war. Like, anybody can run, obviously, but how many people can run track that fast? Very few people. Anybody can play Call of Duty, but how many people can play Call of Duty well? Not that many people.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, the people that, say that, like, I really just don't think I don't think they're all there.
They're
everything to a certain extent, no matter what it is, takes skill. I mean, anything, minimal things, they take some type of skill.
There are people that take skill, called motor skills.
Yeah, there are people that do it better than some, and do it better than others. Your dentist sees that. So
I don't know. Who cares? I mean, like I overlook people like that altogether because they're just mad at the game. They want to try to justify something better. You know the reason Battlefield is not as big as Call of Duty? Because Battlefield feels like you're playing with weights on. It does. I mean, I'm a Battlefield advocate. I love the Battlefield series to death. But Battlefield 3 sucks. It does. I mean, I'll be the first to admit it. Bad Company 2 was a great game. It played smoother. It played better. There was no latency. If you don't believe me, go to pop your Battlefield Bad Company 2 disc in right now and play that motherfucker. I bet you it feels like you're playing in a wet dream compared to Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 is clunky, and after you get off Call of Duty and try to play some Battlefield 3, it feels like you're playing underwater in a stack of mud.
I don't know what's up with my microphone. It keeps cutting out.
But you two probably never even played Battlefield 3, so you couldn't relate to me.
Yeah, I got Battlefield 3.
Does it not feel like it played
the beta? That was it.
I just didn't like the controls. It seemed like I was slow.
That's what I'm talking about. It feels like you're playing like a load of bricks. You don't have the aim that you want to aim at. And like the Battlefield guy has made fun of me, the mods, when I said that the only way Battlefield 3 is going to beat Call of Duty is to copy it. And it's the truth.
People want fast-paced action. Most people, they want something they want a game mode that's between 5 minutes to 8 minutes, and they can just have a lot of fun shooting people. COD's supposed to be a shooter. If I wanted to fly a jet and all that shit, I would go play Battlefield, but I don't want to fly planes and jets and helicopters or tanks. I want to shoot people.
That's the fun part about Battlefield, the vehicles.
Yeah.
But then you get made fun on playing Battlefield for using the vehicles. I'm like, that's the only allure of the fucking game. I want to shoot you if I can play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty takes a lot, but it also takes a lot of luck too. When it comes to
especially when it comes to Modern Warfare 3.
It takes a lot of luck. It takes a lot of skill. I got a buddy of mine. I think he's the best MW3 player there is.
You must have really good lag compensation on the side.
Yeah, he usually has host, I think. He's got Comcast. He got an upgrade. Pretty funny kid to watch stream, but, talking about Mr. Exquisite, but he's young, he's cocky, and he has good gameplay. Now, he's really good at
I watched him play the other day. That bitch motherfucker didn't even jump on a flag. He's used the AA-12. The game ended up losing by 40 points. At no point did he try to win the game. He was like, I'm whooping a double Moab with the AA-12.
And that's what I'm talking about. It takes a lot of skill. Like, Now, he could have jumped on flags, but me personally, I had a rant video. I'm all about winning. I mean, me and you've played a lot together, and you're about winning. But a lot of guys, it does take skill what we do, and it takes skill what he does. It's just relevant about what you want to do.
I don't know.
It's
I
just
can't stand losing.
the skill gap, I think, is exaggerated by people who don't play the objective, right? Do you know how many kill streaks I've lost because I died taking a flag? Like,
How many YouTube games I've lost because I didn't want to lose?
Tons and tons, right? Like, some guy says, "What do you have, a 1.5 KD?" Dude, I could have a 2.5 KD if I never capped the flag.
I could have a 5 if I didn't cap flags.
So many deaths from grabbing flags, it's ridiculous. And so many kill streaks that I didn't call in, so many kills that I don't have because I've capped flag. Bragging about kills in an objective-based game is like bragging about assists in a basketball game. It's, yeah, I'm not saying you didn't help your team, but don't go acting like you're some hotshot. The guy that actually won the game is the guy that, gained map control, took the flag, and didn't let you have it back.
Yeah. I'm not a fan where YouTube is at in Call of Duty right now. It makes me want to get out of it even more. Because right now, Call of Duty is nothing more than trapping people in corners, spinning around, throwing knives.
Well, you play with...
Just like...
maybe I misunderstood. I
just like Redneck was saying, Redneck was talking about Mr. Exquisite. I happened to catch one of his games. He was using the AA-12, and all he talked about the entire game was I want a double Moab with the AA-12 because no one on YouTube has one. And he lost the game by 40 points after he just ran through A on underground 15 times. He didn't even finish at the top of the team. He was somewhere in the middle.
But see, he posts videos that that people, his subscribers, want to see. A lot of guys don't give a shit if you're on a flag or not. They just want to see the most kills you can get, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I tell people, if you want to see that, go to his channel.
And I'm not ripping on this guy. I've never actually watched his gameplay, so don't take me as tearing him down. But I will say that in general, if you're watching a guy who plays the objective versus a guy that doesn't, you need a whole different standard for that. This is a whole different thing, unless it's TDM, at which point,
But now to put all this in perspective, a while back we did a live stream, and a while back we had it was Fear Gaming with Moho and all them guys, and it was people like me, Nerdy for the Win, Ron, Inez, and I think Exquisite was on there too, and we got fucking raped.
Did you?
Rape trained, yeah, they raped the shit out of us, and
who? Fear?
Yeah, Moho and John, all them guys.
Oh yeah. See, that'll happen.
It was a different round because we were playing, MLG style rules.
I thought subs raped you. I thought.
No.
Yeah. All right.
No, I don't. It takes a pro to rape me.
No. Dude, I have.
It either takes a pro or Infinity Ward, one of the two.
I don't even know how many subs I have, but let's say I have 840,000 subs. I guarantee you that if you take the best 6 of them, you probably lose. Right? There's somebody out there.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
You should advertise for them. I'll play. I enjoy it.
I don't know that I'll get the right 6, but there's.
Redneck. You run those trials for the best 6 players for the next 2 years, and then you get back with me and we'll play them.
That's a long time, wouldn't it?
The thing about that's your setup, dude, is you got beat by Fear in their setting, and you should have played another match in your setting.
Yeah.
I'm not disrespecting Fear or nothing, but MLG needs to broaden the rules and allow kill streaks.
I've always thought that, and people laughed at me.
They laugh at you, but Fear never had to deal with a counter UAV. They never have to deal with the laws of the UAV, things of that nature.
Do you think that's why games like StarCraft are so popular?
Yes, why StarCraft's so popular? It's this, a StarCraft MLG player is playing StarCraft. He's not playing a diluted version of StarCraft. He's playing StarCraft. There's no units that are off limits. There's nothing.
Yeah.
In Call of Duty, you're playing a bare bones version of the game that people consider skillful. I want to see something I can copy and integrate into my own game. That's what would get me to watch MLG players and respect them. I want to see you beat. I want to see you beat a guy 4v4 with gun on gun, no rules.
There you go, Wings. That's your
Wouldn't it be badass?
Should start
I've played with pros. They are very good at the game. They're amazingly good. They're just.
They're good at the game, but
I was talking to people who know pros, and I was like, do they hate me? Because I'm I do well on YouTube and stuff, and they're like, nope, not you. You know who the pros don't like? The YouTubers that get a lot of attention for how good they are at the game. Like,
Bingo.
I'll name names, right?
Yeah,
You know, like Fearcrats, for example, an incredible orb. The pros look at them and say, like, man, how do they get so much respect for their gameplay when I'm not? You know, like, I should feel like if a channel is built on great gameplay, then their channel should be as big as them because they're great gamers. You know, they look at me and they're like, well, Woody's channel is more about Woody than, you know.
You know why people subscribe to Fear Cards instead of somebody like Tosh or Stainville?
Okay.
Because Stainfield plays a game that people don't play. He plays an MLG variant game type, whereas, you know, Incredible Orbs over here is playing a game they play. He uses the same guns they use and the same scenarios that they're familiar with.
Yeah.
If MLG would integrate just the regular rules of COD and every broken piece of shit that COD has to go in MLG, not only will it make COD more balanced and be able to get fixed because they'll get laughed off the fucking stage if, you know, you have unlimited noob tubes happening in MLG.
Exactly.
But you know, people will be more interested in it because it's a game that they play themselves when they get on their console.
I agree with you. I want to see Pro Team 6v6.
6v6 Pro Team, no rules. First to 75 kills. I would watch that.
Wings, that's your entrepreneurship direction.
Get started
you
going.
should do. You should start a gaming.
You not agree with me, Mike?
I don't know. Entertainment-wise, yes, I agree. But to get down to the competitive bones, I think it's gun on gun. I think it's best decisions and.
But Call of Duty isn't all about gun on gun. It has kill streaks. It has other elements of the game. Gun on gun's Counter-Strike. There's no kill streaks in Counter-Strike. You know, that's the thing. Like, let's say Battlefield was MLG setting and they go no vehicles. Well, Battlefield has vehicles as part of the game. Gun on gun is just one selection of Call of Duty. Just like winning a game, being able to kill somebody is one ingredient to win the game. You gotta cap the flag. You gotta make sure you kill the person, and you gotta keep your team in an area where they have peripheral vision and be able to use everything to their advantage. If you're lacking in one of these three areas,
kill streaks
6v6 would be bad for pro games, I think.
Yeah, and kill streaks would also slow down. I think that was like one of the biggest things about why they never integrated them. I think it would slow down the gameplay.
How would it slow it down?
What do you mean?
It's already slow as dirt.
People would be TDMs maybe, but the other games are super fast paced.
Like in my book, the most entertaining MLG gameplay is Search and Destroy. I love watching them play Search and Destroy because it's almost just like Search and Destroy. Kill streaks aren't a factor generally when you play Search and Destroy.
I'm not a Search and Destroy fan by any means, but when I think of just competitive gaming and shooter, I just always think about gun-on-gun skill. You know, making right decisions.
The reason Search is, I thought there was a gap there. The reason Search is good is that they put that short time limit on it. You know, if you sit there in camp waiting for Search to happen, you'll lose on time. So people push, and they make it go.
Yeah, but like if it's a 6v6 TDM, most of it can last is 10 minutes because there's a time limit. It's not going to slow the game down that much.
I think it would. I mean, talk about StarCraft. I think it'd help the whole.
It would help
competitive nature
as a whole if they would just let them play the game instead of breaking the rules down.
Mm.
You know, as of right now, people would be like, no.
It's not like you're going to get chopper gunners in MLG setting. That's not going to happen. Most you're going to get is like UAVs and counter UAVs.
It would be interesting if they ran kill streaks in pro gaming because, like, imagine the high somebody would get if there was a chopper gunner up, or even like a napalm in their pocket. How they can somehow work that. The strategies that would be involved in kill streaks and what they ran would be really interesting to me.
It would be interesting to see.
Yeah, like it would add. Because one thing that competitive gaming has that pubs doesn't is there's a really high level of thinking and planning going on. Like, you know, a lot of the slayers in a pub match are just sort of like, I know those guys are there, I'm going to use cover, I'm going to kill them as they come, etc. But in a pro match, like, they're always sitting there trying to control the spawns. They're always like, it's like a higher level
like
of
a chess game.
There's a big chess game, right? It's a chess game with gun skills
thinking
involved.
5 and 6 moves ahead, yeah.
They really are. There's a ton going on in there with regards to what they have in their head. And if you added kill streaks, it would get even more complicated. And to me, that would make it even more interesting. You know, imagine someone getting their specialist bonus as a pro and the high that would come with that. Imagine somebody getting, I don't know, a freaking napalm or something if we're talking Black Ops. And like, how they're going to use that and where they're going to place it.
You're also thinking about this. like for example, Modern Warfare 3, portable radars would force people to use something other than like quick draw. Claymores would force sit rep pros, so not everybody's running just dead silence. People would have marathon because of this fact. Sit rep pro, more perks would be seen, more weapons would be seen. A person would have a pistol to fall back on if he runs out of ammo because he might have a stinger carrying for his team to shoot down, counter UAVs and stuff. There's so many variables that they're taking out by taking out the Call of Duty, kill streaks and stuff.
They're in COD Force Prime. Was on one of the first page teams on GB, but we always played with S&D with Claymores on, and we'd have 4 or 5 guys sometimes planting Claymores, and I could tell you every Claymore spot on that game because we would just almost win off Claymores.
Yeah, but the fact is, you'd eventually run into a team that has countered your Claymores. They know that Claymore's there. They flash them. They stun them.
One of the reasons that I think StarCraft is better than Black Ops, whatever it was last year, StarCraft had really good announcers. Those guys were so much better than the Call of Duty guys were.
The MLG Call of Duty announcers were good there. Who was that one guy that was really good that came in like halfway through?
You're thinking of Golden Boy, right?
Yeah, I liked that dude. He had a nice swagger about him. I liked him.
Yeah, that guy had an energy, right? He was fun.
Yeah.
He's better than that deep voice guy, the usually guy that's like, running the grip on the FAMAS.
Oh, Corey Dunn?
Yeah, Corey Dunn. Get him the fuck off.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he really didn't do it for me.
But what would happen if there were 2 Golden Boys? Would it look amateurish? Corey Dunn, so the downside of Corey Dunn is, at least in the early parts, he didn't have the level of expertise that you wanted an announcer to have. The upside is he was as pro as an ESPN guy. That guy could speak. He had a golden voice. So he brought a level of professionalism to the show, even if he didn't bring the experience. Golden Boy brings this.
Would you like Athos to announce your football game because he has a good voice?
Well, you get 2.
The cock and goal on a touchdown.
You get 2 guys. So you ask yourself, do you want 8 Thoughts to be one? If one of them is going to be, let's say, hypothetically, I don't know, I'm trying to figure a normal voiced person, right? If you just had, we'll keep using Golden Boy, right? If you're going to have Golden Boy knows the game. He's exciting. He's fun. But, if you were to put him on the ESPN set, he would look, just something about him not polished and clean and suit and tie-ish, right?
Very, very amateur. Yeah,
So do you want to have a Corey Dunn to balance him?
I don't know. He knows his stuff. That's all you need. And he's entertaining. Look at Joe Rogan. He knows his stuff. He's entertaining. He doesn't look polished.
That's a strong argument, actually. I think Joe
Rogan is a very good example.
Yeah. He's the best
really good at his
announcer.
I want a guy that's so excited about just I want a guy that when he hits the microphone, his excitement can help portray just how exciting it is. You know what I'm saying?
You know who can be better than Joe Rogan? Chael Sonnen.
Is that?
If Chael Sonnen ever takes the mic, he is going to be the best announcer.
If he had the attitude that he had before the Silva fight, dude, he was on fire.
He did the post show for that event that just happened with who was it? Weidman versus Munoz or something. And he was outstanding. And it's funny, Weidman was talking. He's I hope I'm not pronouncing it right. Weidman. He's a naturally kind of humble, nice guy. And Chael's like, let me put this in front of you right now. You were the #1 contender, right? Are you not? He's like, uh-huh. You are picking a fight with Silva right now, are you not? And he's like, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I'm picking a fight with Anderson Silva. He was coaching him on how to get the fight that he wanted to have. And, dude, every time Sonnen grabs the mic, he's great. People were ripping on Sonnen for, the thing, the trash he talked leading up to the fight. It all seemed pretty modest to me. The meanest thing he said the entire time was that he was going to pat Silva's wife on the butt and ask her to make him a steak medium rare like he likes it. And look, I wish he had never mentioned the guy's wife, right? I wish that he had left her off limits and just focused on Silva, right? You say you absolutely suck, that he's coward, that he's dodging me, whatever. That to me is all normal inbounds leading up to the fight stuff. The wife thing wasn't. But I'll tell you, I get worse 700 times a day. you know, and they're acting like Sonnen is the Antichrist. Whereas, you know, they'll give other people, like, you know, the average YouTube commentator a pass for stuff that's 90 times worse. It's, you know, I saw Sonnen have, like, a slip of the tongue about the whole wife thing, but I'm over it. It wasn't as
At
bad
least
as
he's
they
working
make
on
it
his
out.
next career, commentating.
He is.
Woody, so what you're saying is there's double standards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on now, not on YouTube.
It's true. It's true. But,
Oh, standards on YouTube. We don't even need to have that discussion. I'm
Yeah.
sick, tired of seeing people complain about standards.
This is my standards. I ain't got none.
Yeah,
Yeah,
goodness.
me either. I mean,
so
I
many
play
people.
Minecraft with Mike and Redneck.
I take this shit so serious. It's ridiculous.
Look, I watched
like
the
awesome.
I watched the Minecraft.
Uh-huh.
I was watching the episode, and it was funny as shit.
Did you see
because-
the one where Mike and I played together, or was it a different one?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, the challenge.
Another
People-
challenge.
People were freaking raging like, God dang it!
We were so
not
bad.
supposed to. I mean, like, come on! They're not playing it because they're praising. I mean, just because you post YouTube videos don't mean you're a damn pro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
They're-
not field
you're-
stripped here.
Dude, I love those
Yeah,
videos. I thought they
it
were
was
funny.
entertaining.
That series with Mike and I trying to, like, working as fast as we could to build the Netherworld in 5 days. I
Yeah,
thought
which
that
we didn't even know how to build. To
No,
begin
we
with.
did. I had one in
Like,
my
yeah, let's do this challenge. Let's do it. We can do it. Oh, how do you do this?
Yeah, yeah. And then everyone blamed me for setting the world on fire. But
House on fire.
I set the house on fire, but I totally did what you told me to.
Yeah, I did. You're gullible.
He's like, you need a block of wood, and then you pour the lava on the block of wood, and it catches fire.
Didn't you tell me? I think you looked up how to make that thing, and you said light a block of wood on fire or something.
I still don't know what I did wrong, but I know it was horribly wrong. That much is for certain. It was, yeah.
You set
We
the
all
roof
caught on
fire.
fire, then I died twice. I was trying to get my bucket or something back. It was terrible.
That was fun. What else we got? Topics. How was the pizza? Did you get a pizza? What was going on there?
Yeah, so what happened is last week, here's what happened. People have been sending me pizzas, and I've been sending them back. Like, dude, I didn't order your pizza. I'm sorry, people play pranks, etc. And then last week on PKA, and there's a link in the description, by the way, I set up a pizza fund. And I was like, look, you're not punking me. You're punking these poor delivery guys. It's not fair to them that, you know, they have to make a pizza, they come out here, whatever, and then I turn away and say, dude, I didn't really order this. I'm online.
So you pay them now from the pizza fund.
Now there's a pizza fund, and when the pizzas come, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll take a pizza. Let's do this.
It's
And-
awesome.
Yeah.
Sucks you just don't get to get exactly what you want. But still,
You know
it's
what?
cool.
It sounds like it would suck, but the truth is, like, I only order, like, one kind of pizza, and I'm discovering that I like more than one kind of pizza. So,
Trolls are broadening your.
they are.
pizza
My
perspective.
palate has expanded. So the guy comes, and I tried to pay with a credit card, but that was apparently some big ordeal. So I just gave him cash, and then the store manager calls. He's like, we got 4 more pizzas here. Did you order all these pizzas? And I'm like, no. They just keep the other 4. Like, don't even make them, whatever. So we nipped that in the bud. But the first pizza they sent is right here. It is, hold on, mushrooms, black olives, tomato rama, pineapple, and 2 cheese. And you might, like, I would have never
Everything
ordered
except
that.
pineapple.
I love the pineapple. That's actually something that I order for myself sometimes. But, yeah, this is a pizza that I would have never put together for myself. And I actually quite like it. So, it's working out great.
Nice. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to give them like a code word. Look, if I order a legit pizza, here's what I'm gonna tell you.
They don't have. So the pizza fund is at $108, and so far I've spent about $50 on pizza, so it's running low. If you guys, you know, if you want to chip into the pizza fund, that would be cool. Otherwise, you know, we're gonna start turning away. We've got maybe 2 more pizzas, and then we start turning away the poor
I got
guys.
a question. Why don't you just like call all your local pizza places and let them know who you are?
I've done that.
Yeah.
They're not that
That's a
organized.
big deal.
Like, I wrote them, and I was like, look, if it comes for this, not wrote them, I talked to them on the phone. I said, if it comes for this address, then only accept online orders if they're prepaid. And they're still showing up at my door. So, yeah.
Dumbasses.
They got systems now in place that they should be able to throw warning signs up.
I don't know what to say.
Damn.
But, they're saying there is no link. There should be. If you refresh the stream, you'll see there'll be 2 links in there. One is to the pizza fund. Go ahead, drop 50 cents. It's all part of the puzzle, man.
Drop that nickel.
I got $108, like $1 at a time. You know, it's
If
all
you don't
good.
like this pizza fun, not doing anything will not let him know. Put the nickel in it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
If
write
you
an
really
nasty
want to
comment.
insult me, put $20 in there. It pisses me off. So,
If
go to the other
at
link
least
in there.
donate the nickel, you can leave a nasty message for him to read.
Woody, you should start selling. Like advertisement spots to put on your wall behind you.
Dude, people have said that to
I
me
told
before.
him that a while back.
Dude, check this out. Check this out.
Prime real estate.
I don't know. Hopefully I'm aiming the camera at my new painting. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
Is that the same painting that was new 2 months ago?
But I only hung it yesterday.
So it's the newly hung painting.
Newly hung painting. I don't know. To me, it's really cool. I'm not sure if my camera's positioned right.
Yeah, you should definitely start selling some real estate on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Get a Papa John's banner back there.
Dude,
There you go.
I want an advertiser for PKA. I think that would be awesome. And I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast, and his advertiser is Fleshlight. And I'm like, man, you know, like, it is, yeah. And he sits there at the beginning of every show and gives like an honest-to-goodness from the heart endorsement of the Fleshlight at the start of every show. He's like, dude, this is the #1 sex toy on the market. Like, I've used the Fleshlight. Women use toys. Guys should not be embarrassed to use toys. This thing is totally legit, and nobody comes close to the quality, the performance, and the endurance of the Fleshlight. Right? And like, he goes on like that. And I'm like, dude, I would love to kick off every show with like, this is the lubricant. This is the official lubricant of Painkiller Already. Nobody does, nobody laughs. Like, you can use it in the front, you can use it in the back. Whatever your lubricant needs might be, this is the one for you. Like, I would just, if I could kick off PKA with that every week, I'd be styling.
Why don't we should definitely have everybody tweet at Fleshlight.
Yeah, if you got a big dick, this lubricant's for you. I mean, I seriously fucked with it for about 12 hours last week, and, I didn't get off once because I couldn't feel it. There was no friction at all.
I'm cursed with the baby's forearm downstairs. And if you don't lube that baby up, then then it's not good for anybody. It's like a slip and slide with no water on it. So, wet is the official lube of PKA. Let you go all day and night. It would be funny, man. I would love to do a.
You know what I found out this week? I got a new car a couple months back now, and it comes with that Sirius satellite. I had no idea there's like a Playboy station on there, like something called Spice. Actually, my wife told me about it. She's like, "Yeah, you probably have." I forget what we were talking about the other day, but she was like, "Yeah, you probably have those channels in your car." And I was like, "Really? No way!" And I found them, and like they were talking about fleshlights today. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Found my news station.
I listen to Opie and Anthony on that shit, dude.
I was like, "Wow, I can't believe this."
Holy
Dude,
shit.
the Savage Lovecast. Are you guys familiar with the show at all?
No.
It is one of my favorite podcasts. All he does is give, like, sex advice. And you think to yourself, like, sex advice, that'll get boring. No, dude. He has so many, like, off-the-wall questions that there's hardly any repetition in it. Like, he was the one that came up with the answer for how do you move slowly into golden showers. He was the one that... he's come up with all sorts of innovative sex answers and stuff, and he cracks me up. So, yeah, Savage Lovecast, there's my shout out.
Time to troll them.
I just tweeted at Flashlight.
Did you?
Stating that TKA needs sponsors.
Here's the question I want Savage Lovecast to ask everybody out there. Here it goes. This is Painkiller Already trolling. How do you eat a McDonald's 5-course breakfast off a fat woman's back? Make it happen.
5-course breakfast off a fat woman's back.
Yes, you want to move slowly into that. That's what you want. That's what your sexual desire needs. That you want to eat McDonald's breakfast off the back.
You want her to let you do that?
Yes.
Well, I guess you got to stick.
She's a big lady.
Big lady. I'm talking about.
Does she like McDonald's? Offer her the deal in front of her. Look, you lay down and eat this 5-course meal. Let me eat this 5-course meal off your back. There you go. Done.
All right.
It's a win-win right there. Dude, what do we want to be our Painkiller Already sponsor? What was that lubricant that Kyle was so fond of? Was it called
I
Wet?
like K and
Thank
Y.
you, Luke.
I like his and hers KY.
AY jelly.
I'm not a big fan of KY. Oh man, I just ruined a potential sponsorship.
Yeah, way to go, Woody.
I'm not either. I like the Astro line.
You know, I'd like to have Rolls Royce as a sponsor.
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce is the official car of Painkiller Already.
You gotta start small.
Here it is. If you want to crash a website, stayswetlonger.com. Stayswetlonger.com. I want them to be the next sponsor for Painkiller Already.
Oh, yeah. This reminds me. Those fucking bastards at F150forum.com banned me. Take their site down.
F150.com?
F150forum.com.
They gave you the ban hammer for life, or what?
Yeah, it's like it goes, you have been banned for the following reasons. No reason specified.
Specified.
The moderator is a Battlefield 3.
That ban will be lifted never. All I did was give the man some advice.
F150forum.com is not down yet. I'm going to
Yeah,
tweet
they should
it.
be down. They took over $100 from me in donations over the last couple of years.
Stays wet longer down?
Let's see.
Yeah, it is. It's down.
Stayswetlonger.com is down. F150forum.com. I'm going to tweet it.
You should tweet at him. Contact me if you want your site back up.
Tweet them and put Chevy riding high. There you go.
I would love somebody to take their page down and make a Chevrolet emblem on the front of it.
What was it? What was the website you were talking about, Wing?
F150forum.com.
They're down, baby. So are you sure that you
didn't?
didn't do anything, Wings? Because, like, when I hear, oh, they banned me
I
for
gave
nothing.
a guy some advice, and they technically didn't like it. And I feel like I deserve at least a warning before a ban.
Did that
banning.
advice involve calling him stupid or anything?
No. It had nothing to do
Wait
with
a minute. Wait, sometimes you're honest. I didn't say anything. It is to you, but sometimes you come off a little harsh to some people.
But like, for example, like this guy. Keep in mind that I'm a donating member to this site. I've been a member of this site for 3 years, and I had no previous track history record of warnings or banishment issues. All right, this guy goes, well, I bought an F-150 and my job fell through, and I'm having trouble keeping the payments up. I'm currently upside down on the truck. He bought a truck and he lost his job like 2 or 3 months later. So I go, here's what you do. You lose a key. You go to the Ford dealership, buy another key, and you give that key you lost to your buddy. And let your buddy come 3 or 4 months later down the road, have him take your truck while you're taking your wife or girlfriend or whatever out to dinner. You come out, and your truck's missing. You call the cops, you file a report. Your buddy drives it 2 counties over, puts gasoline all over it, sets it on fire.
God, that's so damn shady, Wings.
Wings, what the hell is
matter,
wrong with
shady.
you?
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
It does matter.
Arson, insurance fraud?
You can't.
He was in a situation where he needed help out of a truck payment. He was going to go, and nobody wanted to give him the answer. I gave him the answer he needed to hear.
He's gonna go to jail.
He's not going to go to jail.
That is not the answer.
How you going to go to jail? How are you going to go to jail?
Arson, insurance fraud?
That's if they can prove you have insurance fraud. You lost your keys. You replaced your key. You did not steal your truck. You did not know the day your truck was going to be stolen.
Okay.
You don't know where your truck's getting stolen from. All you know is your truck is missing. They find your truck burnt. Insurance pays for the money. You're out of the F-150. Life goes on. It happens every day.
They find your friend. He has Grand Theft Auto. I mean, he's locked up for
How
a
they
year.
going to find him? Because he basically walked up in a public setting, used the key to get into a truck and drive off.
No, because they're police and they do that shit. They find people that steal trucks.
I know a guy that's done probably 15 just like this.
I don't want to know.
Oh my god. There's no way.
That is not good advice, man.
You will never get caught doing it that way.
Yeah.
You should have told that dude to sell his
What are they
truck.
going to do? What are they going to do? Fingerprint you? The fucking truck's burnt to the fucking ground.
They got something, man. I'm telling
What are
you.
they going to get on him?
They got one of those MW3 recon drones flying in there and watching that shit go down.
Insurance
I don't
fraud.
know.
Insurance fraud is just like malpractice lawsuits. They're a dime a dozen. I mean, yes, it's illegal, and yes, it's a little bit shady. But
Doesn't
guess
make
what?
it moral
A lot of
at
things are
all.
illegal. You know, speeding's illegal. You know, jaywalking's illegal.
I'm thinking more morals here. I'm not thinking legal, illegal.
All right, how would you get out of a truck that was $6,000 upside down?
I would
Save
try to
my
sell
money.
it.
Here's what I would
Can't
do.
sell it.
Make better decisions. I don't know.
I would.
Made bad
Try
decisions.
not to get myself.
Yeah, I would
try not to
cancel
get
my
myself in
cable
that
service.
situation.
I would save my money. I'd wear older clothes. I don't
Not
know.
eat out.
Man,
Not
he
eat
lost his
out.
job, Woody. I mean, he's either going to lose his credit, or he's going to lose his truck.
Lose your credit.
So you'd rather lose your credit than worry about filing out some insurance, which you're going to pay back anyway with a higher premium.
No.
So wrong.
That's lose, man.
Why is it wrong?
Why is it wrong to burn your truck?
Morally, you're stealing money from an
Oh,
insurance.
don't give me no fucking stealing money shit. Look at Allstate, for example. I carried Allstate homeowners insurance on my house for the last 10 years. And since I don't have car insurance with Allstate, I've paid out probably $15,000 worth of homeowners insurance to them. Since I don't have car insurance through Allstate, they drop me and they don't give me a dime back. How's that not stealing money from me?
That ain't against the law.
That's what insurance. That's what insurance is, Wings. You get it in case something. You're not guaranteed that something's going to happen where you're going to need that money.
Yeah, but the fact is, I got nothing for my money. I was paying them on the case of something happens, right?
Right.
Insurance is a peace of mind.
I was paying. No, it's a requirement for a bank on a fucking home loan. That's what it is.
Right? Yeah, you're right. If you're loaning from a bank, you're right. You do have to have homeowners insurance.
Yeah, but the fact is, like if I still had Allstate, I wouldn't mind it because guess what? I'm still paying towards something that might happen. But since they dropped me without giving me anything, essentially I gave them $15,000. How is that not stealing? The same as somebody, burning a $26,000 car to get out from under it. I mean, these are.
If anything would have happened while you were you were insured by Allstate,
I got
they would
banned
have
giving
your
somebody insurance fraud advice.
right.
Wing.
I love
All right. Wings, those things are totally different. They're not at all similar. One is buying insurance and not having a horrible accident. That doesn't mean they stole from you. That was the deal. If anything happens and they help you, I don't understand how you cannot see that like grand theft auto, arson, and insurance fraud are bad things.
It's wrong.
You can't technically they can't get them for grand theft auto because you told them to steal the truck, so you basically allowed them to borrow it. One thing they can get you for is insurance fraud. If they get insurance fraud, yeah, then you could try to write them out for grand theft auto, but then you're shitting the guy 2 ways over.
And in the end, you're still going to have to pay for the truck.
No, you wouldn't have to pay for the truck because he grand theft auto and he burned it. You just have to start lying more.
You just have to start lying more. It wasn't his truck to burn.
Yeah, but he agreed to take
the
money
bank's truck to burn. You think the bank's just going to let that go?
Dude, I just saw the scariest comment I've ever received.
Money.
Dude, in the comment section on this video, somebody wrote, "Wings has a good point." I don't know how that could
Wow.
be. Somebody
There must be a delay. They're talking about an earlier topic.
Somebody in there thinks that Wings is... There's nothing wrong with what Wings is suggesting. There's another guy. I want Wings. Wings, man, there are a lot of people who think that Wings has a good point. Now they're just reining
because
in.
insurance companies are fucking thieves. They are. That's all they are. If I wasn't required by the bank to carry homeowners insurance, I never would. You know why? Because nothing was going to happen to my house.
How far away do you live from the ocean?
About 25 miles.
Yeah.
Right, and how many hurricanes come through there?
About one every 10 years.
Not every 10 years. You get one every couple years that comes through there.
We hadn't had one since Floyd, and that's what about 10 years ago.
That's a big one though. You get smaller ones that come through there and do damage all the time.
Yeah, we catch like a little half-ass part of it.
Still, homes get damaged. I'm just saying, you're at a location. I mean, if you were out in the middle of North Dakota, it'd be different.
Dude.
But even with where you are, risky.
Look, this way. My mama, for example. My mama ran over a pothole that was during county construction, and she used her insurance, her car insurance, to basically fix the bumper of her car. They dropped her for a $400 claim. After she's put in $15,000, they drop her from a policy.
I don't know all the technicalities behind that.
Insurance companies will tell you to go home and fucking die. So fuck their ass. How many people have you heard of insurance? Well, we can't pay for this no more. Look here, you go home and die. Fuck you.
I don't know of any.
Insurance is a fucking evil corporation, and somehow they got it to the point where it's against the law not to have something like that. You gotta have car insurance if you want to drive on the road now.
Health
How does
insurance is
that
going to be
happen?
just like it.
Health insurance is going to be just like it too.
Yep.
And you're gonna get your fucking bank account froze. You're gonna get livelihoods fucked up because you don't want to pay it. I mean, if you want to be a smart man, you want to make some money right now. Put all your money in medical subsidies, such as accessories, walkers, companies that make these kind of things. You'll be making bank in the next 10 years.
Yeah, I think we struck a nerve over at Fleshlight. They just tweeted out things we like to sponsor most are orgasms. That is awesome. That is awesome. I like that.
Dude, we need to. I'm going to reach out to Wet tomorrow. I'm going to reach out to them and see if we can't get them as a sponsor. The rival Joe Rogan's podcast. This thing gets a lot of views sometimes. At the low end, 250,000. At the high end, 750,000.
Here's a good
There's a lot of
comment.
people who might want to know about Wet brand personal lubricant.
Wings of Redemption is encouraging insurance fraud and arson. Fuck Woody.
Yeah. It's always me. It's always me.
It is an awesome comment.
Yeah. Somebody wrote, Wings of Redemption is right, and he has six-pack abs. I don't know. It was just a comment I got. I think that guy's judgment is twisted.
Yeah, but the fact is they banned me for that. I wasn't really worried about that because I knew it was something that would cross the line. But the fact is, I've donated money to your fucking shitty ass site for years now, and you don't even give me a fucking warning because you give some fucking tool job that works in some fucking factory a say over me because he's got 5,000 fucking forum posts. Fuck you and him.
So,
You know, if you actually want to get their attention, we could start a letter writing campaign. We could email writing campaign.
You don't piss me off. You don't piss me off the most. I actually created another account and I sent a private message to the administrator of the site, and I explained my situation, and he banned me again.
That account, no warning or anything that time either. Huh?
Yeah.
look, guys, I put a link in the Snapchat. Somebody is already on your calls.
See it.
Somebody wrote, there's a forum post called 3 Wings of Redemption.
How awesome would it be if there was 9,000 comments?
Yeah, everybody create an F-150 post.
More traffic.
Wings of Redemption being brought back to their shitty site. Matter of fact, just say if you don't bring them back, you're going to buy a Chevrolet on your next visit.
Yeah, get me riding high, bitches.
Yeah, I bet. I guarantee you could get Chevy ads all over this website.
Holy
Talk
shit.
to the right people.
Man.
The title of the thread is Free Wings of Redemption.
Oh, the site's down now. It's
Holy shit. That is awesome.
Oh, I can't handle the onslaught.
Hey, guys, what if you could like tell Wings to shut the fuck up? My dad's an insurance agent. Okay, I'm sorry. Your dad's an insurance agent. I'm sure some people's dads are cops and some people's dads are like hardened criminals that killed people in World War II. Just because you came out of some other penis does not mean a situation is relevant or not.
All right, wait. I have a question for Mike, and I hope I don't know. Hopefully the topic's done. Mike, people say that Call of Duty doesn't take any skill. I'm asking you because you came from a Halo background, which usually people say does take skill. And I have a hard time getting that. The analogy I was starting to use when the pizza showed up was, like, what if a hockey player said that basketball took no skill, right? If you took a regular person and asked them to play hockey, they probably can't even stand up. Like, they are so far from being competent at that game that, you know, they wouldn't even be able to play. Whereas if I took a regular guy, if I just plucked some guy from Antarctica who had never played basketball before, he would probably be able to dribble and shoot in 15 minutes. He wouldn't be good, right? He wouldn't be a basketball player, but he would have the basic concepts of basketball kind of down. Whereas in hockey, it's going to be weeks before you can even pass to him. So, but I don't argue that hockey takes more skill than basketball. You know, even though it's a little slower to get started in, both sports, people take it to such a level that you have to be pretty practiced at it just to play with guys who know what they're doing.
I mean, it's so open to interpretation. I think the biggest comparison between Halo and Call of Duty is that in Halo, there's no real such thing as like a pray and spray. It takes a lot longer to actually kill and finish somebody in a Halo game than it does in a Call of Duty game. You can kill people really quick in Call of Duty. In Halo, that's tougher to do. So I think that's where the two games get compared, as far as skill levels. But at the same time, I don't consider one game a tougher game than the other on any level. I think they're both competitive, just in their own, in their own ways.
To me, so long as a game is, fairly balanced and competitive, then every game is hard because you're playing against other people who are trying to be good. You mentioned that Halo, the skill on the stick is more important than it is in Call of Duty, and I would agree with that. And in Halo, if you can 5-shot a guy pretty consistently, even when he has an unpredictable strafe and a good jump, if you can 5-shot him, then you're going to do pretty well. In Call of Duty, it's not so much about zapping on target really fast, although that's part of it. A lot of it has to do with predicting traffic patterns, understanding the flow of the game, knowing spawns, stuff like that. But, why does that make Call of Duty an unskilled game and Halo a skill game?
Because everybody cares about kill-death ratios. And at the end of the day, Call of Duty games are going to have more kills. It's going to be easier to kill people in those games than in a Halo game. That's just the way it is. One of the things, for some reason, I enjoy watching Call of Duty competitive gaming, don't get me wrong, but I love watching Halo competitive gaming. And I think it's all based around the one thing that Halo has that Call of Duty doesn't is power weapons.
In the fight to get them, brother.
When a player on a team gets a power weapon, I mean, it's like you're on the edge of your seat seeing how the team, as a whole, is going to let that one person use the power weapon. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Competitive Halo is so entertaining for me to watch because of really just that one aspect. Not to mention, the gun battles are nice to see people get in fights, get out of fights, get back in fights, that kind of stuff. But the power weapons in competitive Halo are what really sell it to me.
Watching, for example, Snipe Down's point of view on Narrows, he grabs a sniper and just goes to fucking work. You know what I'm saying? Just goes to work in a competitive scene versus the other players that are the best in the world. And here this dude is just, or not just him, but like Nate, all them older guys, just beasting on Halo 3 and Halo 2 with, it's the power weapons, like you said.
I completely agree with you guys, and I wish that I didn't. If you would ask me which game I'm rooting for, I root for COD. That's kind of my home base. It's the one I play more, etc. But, when I watch Halo, even as a guy, dude, I'll watch Halo, and sometimes I won't even know in CTF if this is a 5 or a 3 flag map. That's how little I know about it. But I swear I love to see it. Something about watching Pro Halo, it just works really well. Whereas in COD, I don't know why it's not as good. I think partly it's the colors.
Well, one of the things that helps Halo...
It's always the colors for you.
Oh, God. I might be the only guy who cares about the colors this much. But Black Ops, man, I freaking want to hang myself looking at all the browns and grays in that.
I'd rather play Black Ops than look at all the pretty colors of Modern Warfare and get my shit pushed in.
Dude, every game should look like Modern Warfare 2. Or, you know what, I'll go even further. Games should look like Team Fortress. I think that game is fun to watch.
World at War. I love the blood and the blowing limbs off.
They need to bring fucking gore back. I need to hear I shoot a bitch motherfucker in his leg, on that bitch leg to come off.
Yeah.
Like a bone snapping sound. Plow! I broke that motherfucker's leg. And now the bitch got to crawl along on his side, and I can come in and start capping him in the head. See his brain scroll all over the floor.
Yeah.
The thing for me with Call of Duty, and this is just totally a personal preference, I cannot stand search and destroy. And I think competitive Call of Duty is known and really based around search and destroy. And I just can't, it's too slow. I know that it's where, the elite of elite skill is shown in search and destroy, but it's just, I can't watch it.
How about having just a MLG mode?
But did you, I'm sorry, Wings. Mike, did you watch it in the second half of Black Ops? Search and Destroy?
I don't know if it was the second half or not. I don't even know when the first half was. But I know I've seen competitive Search and Destroy Call of Duty, and it's it's hard for me to watch.
It's boring.
The reason I asked, and there's probably someone out
It's the
there.
same thing.
Hold on, let me jump in. The reason I asked about the second half, someone out there probably knows exactly when, but sometime during Black Ops and competitive gaming, they changed the rules and they lowered the time. And I want to say every round had 90 seconds. I hope I'm right on that, because if I'm not, I'm sure 100,000 of you will tell me how stupid I am. But I think they lowered the round timer to 90 seconds, and then S&D suddenly became a rushing game mode. Everybody started
but
sprinting.
still, it's all you do is you switch rounds each 90 seconds or whatever it is. Everybody runs to the same spots every time. You just keep seeing it repetitive over and over and over, and it's just going to be who so happens to get that perfect shot off or that perfect nade off, and that just doesn't. Just me seeing everybody run those same routes over and over and over just doesn't do it for me.
Search and Destroy is a opening game, but it kind of breaks down to the people that don't run those opening routes and hang back.
Yeah, but in the competitive scene, it's like a.
How about this? We all agree that Call of Duty is boring to watch in the competitive scene. How about make a game mode based around that? Mike likes power weapons. I like the power weapons aspect of Halo too. Like when I played Halo Reach, I was at best a support guy that's trying to protect the guy with a sniper rifle. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not having Call of Duty have like a power-up section where you got like triple health, almost like a Juggernaut suit, but not. But now you got the triple health, you can push that flag cap or this and that, and you have people protecting you because you have that triple health.
When I played Halo Reach, I was the biggest ass in the world. Like, all right, I finally got that freaking gigantic sword hand thing. If you need me, I'll be at the top of the elevator.
You camp with the sword.
Yeah, I finally got, a grenade launcher. If you need me, I'll be somewhere high.
Woody's camping, like on Halo 3, he's on Guardian camping with a mauler.
Yeah, man. Put the hammer down.
Getting in like the big games on Halo Reach and just sitting a Scorpion the entire fucking game.
Is there a clan playlist in Modern Warfare 3 yet, where you can get with your elite clan and play other elite clans?
I don't think so, no.
Does that exist?
No.
I haven't played Modern Warfare 3 in a while, but that would be something that I would be interested in. Elite somehow tracking a set clan or set team's stats through playing other group teams.
You remember how, like Killzone did. You remember that?
I remember the game. I never played it.
Killzone had 3D, right?
I don't know if I'm even in the majority, but I would much rather play against a strong, organized team than go into a lobby and just play a bunch of randoms. And that's just, I just get bored.
Dude, I would have fun with doing that.
With you. Like what I've been doing, Mike, is I've been following Call of Duty Elite, and when they have like clan ops in a certain game, I'll get a group of guys together and like crash that certain game type. Cause I know
I saw you doing that. We need to get together on that, by the way, at some point.
I mean, I find that fun. I love getting those games where where every tag counts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it means you can't say people don't love you because there's 11 pages of posts on that thread.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Someone's at the house again.
And when you guys tell them this is going to happen every Thursday until they unban WRICP.
That's fucking awesome. Awesome. But yeah, I'm
All
with
you
you,
do it
Mike.
is giving them traffic. They don't care. You give them
They care because they ask for donations to pay for bandwidth because they have trouble keeping up with it. Now you're just have to pay more bandwidth.
Yeah. If they're having to pay per bandwidth, they're fucked.
Yeah. Somebody made what are those memes of you, Wings? It's got you smiling. It says, it's simple. We burn the truck.
I mean, I live in a place where we get shit done. I mean, you in trouble? You lost your job? You need some help? Okay, Pam, this is what we got to do.
We're going to get you out.
We're going to get you out of trouble. We talk to judges around here. We get DUIs dropped. Do the nines over here.
Dude, I'm back. I come outside, and my wife's talking to this guy. I'm like, what the hell's this? The owner of the local pizza franchise stopped by our house to find out what the deal was. Somebody put together a stupid pizza with $50 worth of toppings. And he's like, I've been in this business for a long time. This didn't even look legit. So he stopped by the house to find out about our pizza ordering habits.
Yeah, you gave him a secret word, right? A password.
She's out there talking to him. I don't know. I was just like, I got back to the show.
He's like, honey, get back in there and make that money. I'll handle this. I'll handle the pizza manager.
Want to sponsor your wall of fame behind you.
Dude, that's what you should totally do.
Did anyone add to the pizza? Dude, we haven't even collected any money for the pizza fund tonight. The gravy train is going to end. Oh, I don't know. People say they did. It just didn't go up. We'll see. But,
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
What fun. What fun.
So,
What other topics do we have?
I got a topic.
What do you got?
This is about Call of Duty, though. What do you think it's going to take for Call of Duty to take a swing back into, the limelight of YouTube?
Make a really good game that people ain't bored of playing 4 months later.
Raise that question. I didn't follow.
All right, right now, we can all agree that Call of Duty used to be the pinnacle of YouTube gaming. Now it's somewhere around number 4 or 5. What would it take Call of Duty to do to take the throne back?
It'll definitely take it back in November. The question is how long it'll last, right? I think that's sometime in November, COD will suck all the oxygen out of the room. But every time, you guys have heard me say this before, it lasts less long, right? COD 4 lasted 2 years. World at War lasted 1. Yep. Modern Warfare 2 lasted less than that. Black Ops, by whatever, July, June, people were saying Black Ops was boring to watch, right? That was the big knock against it. So boring, so boring. They like Modern Warfare 2 more somehow. Now Modern Warfare 3 comes along. The knock on it is this ambiguous, it's bullshit, right? There's just something unfair about Modern Warfare 3. People spawn behind you more than they did in previous CODs. You die extra fast in Modern Warfare 3, and sometimes that feels like BS. If you don't have a good connection, you lose gunfights that were unfair. And, so Modern Warfare 3 has this sort of mysterious BS thing to it that has people running away. And it only lasted, I don't know, till wintertime, March or something.
Dude,
Black Ops 2,
I couldn't stand that.
If Black Ops 2,
I ran away from that shit so fast.
If Black Ops 2 follows this trend, it won't last past 2012.
We need to get a PKA needs to step into this and demand lag compensation be took out the game. We need lag compensation out the game. Drop shotting needs to come back to Call of Duty 4 levels.
Surely Black Ops 2 is going to use, the same mechanics as Black Ops, right?
They have to redo it, dude, because Black Ops ran off the World at War engine. They can't use that again.
Shit, I don't mind Black Ops one bit.
Dude, Black Ops, you know what sucked about Black Ops? Sound and color.
When I die in Black Ops, I die. I mean, I've so rarely just complain about bullshit in Black Ops. With Modern Warfare 3, I feel like so many deaths are just I don't even understand them.
You were roped off before you even got in the gunfight.
Yeah, I don't get it. Or I've been firing at this kid for 2 seconds, hitting shots on him, and then I'm gone. I just don't. I don't know. There's just so.
My experience with that was reversed. Let me jump in for a second. My experience with Mike has is reversed. In Modern Warfare 3, I feel like I'm getting a fair shake. In Black Ops, no way, man. I would unload half a clip on target, and he wouldn't die for me. And it was just like, dude, half a clip on target is ridiculous for you not to win that gunfight. If you get that, it's other people are killing in 3 and 4 bullets. I'm watching YouTube videos, and they're just like zap, 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 zap. I go into Black Ops, and it's just, I rain down bullets before I get my kill. I had to be 3 times better than the other guy to get any kills in Black Ops, and it drove me crazy. In Modern Warfare 3, there's the random BS. I get that. People spawn behind me, and sometimes the lag comp makes it so that I lose, and I see the kill cam, I didn't even shoot the guy or whatever. Especially pump-action shotguns. I blast you in your chest from an obvious kill distance, right? Almost I could reach out and touch you. And then I see the kill cam, and you weren't even shot. It's like, all right, pump-action shotguns seem especially vulnerable to the lag comp. But I'm hoping that next year my connection doesn't suck so bad, and it gets better for me. I don't know, but my experience was
petition to have them take it out of the fucking game. We don't want it.
I don't.
Yeah.
The game played perfectly fine in COD 4 and World at War.
It was really host-based, though, right? Oh, no.
And 6.
Are other people getting hacked? Are other people having connection issues right now?
No, I'm not. I don't think.
It's better now. I don't know what that was.
You know what? You know what Call of Duty might be able to do that could, I don't know, spice it up, bring it back into limelight a little bit? Include some type of map building system, you know, a map creator.
Oh, I said the same thing on Twitter.
Allows people
so you
to
create zombie maps.
Yeah, or multiplayer maps, you know, and each month they, you know, Treyarch or whoever picks a new map to actually be released that players built, you know, or fans build or whatever, you know, just something to, I don't know.
Won't happen because people won't buy their map packs then.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
I don't know.
But that's one of the things, though, that made competitive Halo so awesome is a lot of times the maps they end up using on the pro circuit were maps that were created by other pros and map creators that didn't even work for Bungie. I mean, these guys created the maps, and then all of a sudden they get adopted on the MLG scene. It's like the best map ever made, and it was from some 15-year-old kid, you know.
Yeah, and Halo still released map packs. I don't know, you know, financially how well they did, but they still released map packs when they were having that.
I would like to see more seasonal fucking maps. They give this Call of Duty Elite and bullshit with the clan ops and stuff. How about make, like, when it's wintertime, right after the game sells, pick one of the maps and make it a snow map. Put snowmen and shit on it. You know, WHP isn't the answer for everything.
You're suggesting snow maps?
No. I'm saying, like, for example, let's say Modern Warfare 3 just came out. All right? Let's say everybody loves the map Dome. When Christmas rolls around, you make a snow version of Dome with, like, Christmas lights and snowmen and shit, and let them play on it for a while.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Yeah, didn't they do that for Crash? Or maybe that was
that was PC thing. Though.
Yeah. But that's a neat idea. That's a neat idea.
I don't know. Let me customize my character so that I can make him look totally different from anybody else, and I'll be happy. I'll play the shit out of that. I don't know. That's just me.
How about when you do snow maps, don't do them like Outposts where the snow is blizzarding everywhere and you can't see shit. Make it nice, bright snow, and like, I don't know. I can't stand when the snow maps are all fucking dirty and dingy and shit like fucking Grid and Outpost.
Yeah, WMD.
WMD. I want some bright white snow.
Here's something I've got in my head, man. Like, dude, if the map has snow or rain, there's a very good chance it sucks. Like, you are starting 5 steps behind already. My advice to map makers is don't. Just don't. You know, Summit was a good snow map, and Bootleg is a good rain map, but you are instantly starting in a hole, and you have to really work to get out of it. I would argue, just don't. Don't use snow, don't use rain, don't use fog, because almost always those maps suck.
I'm thinking they could, knowing Woody's luck, they would troll us by having Santa Claus and his reindeer come through the map every 30 seconds just loud as shit in the background.
Fuck you, sound whore.
Jingle bells.
You know what
Dude,
I'm excited for?
Black Ops ruined sound. Black Ops ruined sound. Like, not only does sound sucked all throughout Black Ops. The fucking rockets, the shaking, the silos, the trains running by.
Yeah. Poop, poop, poop,
Marathon Pro was Ninja Pro to me.
Fucking horse trampling.
Dude, alright, so Black Ops sucked with sound. Your own footstep noise ruined any ability to hear somebody else's stuff. Black Ops sucked with sound. When Black Ops first released, to me they exposed how much they don't care about sound because it was completely broken. Like, footsteps couldn't be heard at all. Ninja was useless in Black Ops. When it first released, I don't think you guys remember, they patched it, but it was released with incredibly broken sound. And, to me, I discovered that in, 3 minutes of gameplay. I'm like, what the hell? This is terrible. I had release day videos for Black Ops about how worthless the sound was. How that got out the door unnoticed tells me that these guys are playing on, PC monitor speakers. Those teeny little crap things. I don't want to rip Black Ops too much. It was a balanced game, way better than people gave it credit for. They say the FAMAS was OP, but dude, the FAMAS is it's 3% better than the other guns in that game. It's not like you can't be competitive with a bunch of different guns in that game. But just fix colors and sound. You'll have yourself a pretty good game.
I don't know. I'm curious what the stream. What do you guys post up in the stream real quick? What your favorite Call of Duty is? I'm curious to see what the
World at
majority of
War.
you say. I bet it's going to be Black Ops.
Black Ops was a good game.
My favorite is Call of Duty 4. If you take out OMA Noob Tubes and Commando, I would have to say MW2.
But do you?
MW2 is probably my second favorite.
Aren't we
It was
falling
probably by
into
far
the?
the most frustrating one next to Modern Warfare 3.
But are we falling into the commentator cliche here, where you hate the current game and love the ones before?
No.
No, I'm
I
not.
never hated Black Ops, not once.
I didn't really hate Black Ops either.
The only
I
game
did.
I've ever hated was Modern Warfare 2, and that was after Black Ops release. Modern Warfare 2 was just so broken. The noob tubes ruined that game. And they
I pretty much hate
completely
all the
didn't support it.
Infinity Wars.
I didn't. I don't know. I really, even to this day, there were a couple things that it just Infinity Ward would have just addressed a couple things. Modern Warfare 2 would have been amazing. I still think, competitive wise, I think it was like the best, close to being the best Call of Duty there is. It was just so, I don't know. It was just such a good reaction, and I mean everything was just solid about it. I thought.
So, here's my thing with Modern Warfare 2. People say, like, man, if they just fixed noob tubes, one-man army, and commando. Dude, if they did that, then people would be fussing about the ACR and the UMP worse than they ever fussed about the FAMAS and the AK-74U.
I don't mind getting killed by an OP gun. Not one bit.
No?
I don't like getting killed by guns that don't even know I'm there.
People would have definitely fussed about the imbalances in just the guns. The reason they got away with it was that the knife and the noob tube were even worse.
I would rather you, Woody, stomp my brains in with a OP weapon than to have some nerd shoot OMA noob tubes the whole game and kill me.
Yeah, there's that. And then the other thing on Modern Warfare 2, what was I going to say? The bugs.
Pain pills.
The bugs, man. The bugs. People forget that for the first 4 or 5 months of that game's life cycle, it was Javelin glitches, Rust Domination glitches, care package glitches, post-care package glitch fix.
God mode.
God mode. Dude, that game was so broken.
Oh, it's still hacked. They got unlimited UAVs on it now.
How many people had 5 perks or 3 guns? Or,
I've done that before.
How many people have 5 perks going into like competitive gaming?
The Javelin glitch, baby.
Yeah.
That shit was beast.
Did you? I never did it. I mean, I did it like
I did it
once, just like know that I could. Because people would say in comments like, "You suck. You're just not good enough to Javelin glitch. That's why you don't like it." Really, I lack the talent to Javelin glitch or care package. No, that's not what it is. But yeah, it's dude. The support on Modern Warfare 2 was so horrendous. That's what broke the game. They might have had a winner on their hands. If they
you're dead on, Woody. If they would have supported that game half fast the way they're supporting MW3, they'd probably be one of the best shooters of all time, the best.
Might have been, yeah, it might have been. That was a fun game.
I don't know. I was trying to follow the comments here from people in the stream, and it was really like people were all over the place. I expected Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops to be a lot of people's favorite, but there's a lot of COD 4 in there, and COD 4 is kind of the, that's the grandfather. That's the one that kind of set the stage for all of these. So I think a lot of people.
That game had its flaws too.
I was just about to say, COD 4 was good. COD 4 was good. I don't mean to knock it, but I think people view it through these eyes of nostalgia, right? Like if you would watch YouTube commentators from when COD 4 was current, Blame Truth was making T-shirts, showing no frag 3, like the circle with a line through it.
Yeah.
People were complaining about Frag Times 3 constantly. They were complaining about Martyrdom constantly. They were complaining about Martyrdom is basically a death streak, and that was in COD 4. People had their complaints about COD 4 without a doubt. BS deaths, BS streaks, BS, whatever. I think one thing that COD 4 did though was the kill streaks were really powerful to me. Like,
oh yeah,
you could earn a chopper and then call it in next life, and it would help you earn a chopper.
And it would build toward that was one of the
Dude, when you made that transition from player that gets killed by choppers to player that gets kills with choppers, it was glorious. And I was slow, right?
New experience.
COD 4 was my first shooter. So I played Left 4 Dead before that, but that didn't take, if you play against AI, you don't really develop the stick skills. So, COD 4 was my first competitive shooter, I guess you'd say. And it was somewhere around 40,000 kills that I broke even, that I had as many kills as I had deaths. And, on my way there, towards that, when I was only, 38,040 or something, and I started getting choppers a lot, and things were going my way, it was glorious. It would just wreak havoc. I'd get my chopper on, what was the map with the concrete dividers in the middle and a silo? Was it Block? No, it was an airport.
What map?
It had concrete dividers. There was a missile silo that you could look down on. There were these missile silo lids that you could stand on and look into the buildings on the side.
Oh, Countdown. Countdown.
Countdown? Is that what it was, Countdown?
Yeah.
Dude,
Countdown.
that map, I used to use an LMG with deep impact, and I would often get more than 50 kills on that map. And that's pretty good COD 4 score. It seemed like I always knew where to drop the airstrike. It was kind of simple. And the airstrike would always get me a chopper, and then, it would just bounce it. I just repeat that a couple of times. Man, COD 4, the difference between getting owned and owning was so huge that once you cross that chasm, it's incredible. Whereas in Modern Warfare 3 and any other COD, I feel like it's more gradual. Everybody gets kill streaks. Everybody, and when you get them, they don't necessarily mean much. And
I wasn't really recording then, except for low quality for GB match proof, but we was dropping 100 kill games in 6v6s. I mean, and that's one of the games where it wasn't nothing to help you out. Even you killed the other team, or you was on suffer with helicopters and airstrikes the whole game. Yeah.
Syndicate just wrote me on Skype. Too. Syndicate wants a shout out. So if you guys, little known YouTuber named Syndicate, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. He's trying to get big.
Tell Tom if he'd give me a shout out, I'll give him one.
Shout out for shout out.
I love that kid. Subbox me, baby. I'll subbox you back.
He's watching PKA. He's laughing. I'm gonna have him block some guy. Oh, he did, yeah. Dude, this is what happens now, right? When people say nasty things about, my son or something, in reality, it doesn't really bother me. I'm way past getting my feelings hurt over this. But I still have this feeling of justice, there should be some sort of punishment through it. So I go through their history, and I see whose videos they like, whose videos they comment on. If some guy's like, Woody, your son's taking up too much oxygen, you should microwave him. I'm like, all right, who's his favorite YouTuber? Oh, what do you know? This guy loves White Boy. Hey, White Boy, would you block this guy with me? This is what he said.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And, dude, I have a 100% success ratio. There's nobody. I bet even if I reached out to YouTubers who weren't my biggest fans and said, all right, here's the quote he had about my son, and I see that he's one of your fans, would you hook me up with a block? They'd say yes. I do it all the time. Yeah.
I think we need to bring the community block back. We haven't did it enough lately.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a long time. And now I do it more targeted. I reach out look, this guy likes every White Boy video that's ever made and tells me that, whatever, my son's not really mine. All right. You're never gonna do another one. That's it. That's the end of you. So yeah.
I love when you see him on the next day I can't watch a White Boy video for some reason. It done something from me.
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty. Yeah, that's been my new way of handling haters, and it's a high effort thing. I don't do it all the time, but I do it sometimes.
you do it for the high effort haters.
Yeah, and it's I swear it's not that my feelings are hurt. It's just that I have this sense of justice. There should be a repercussion for being this big a jerk, and there it is. I talked to Syndicate. I was like, hey, can you block this guy? And he just wrote me now. He's like, I already did. Of course, man. That's right, baby.
Subs for subs.
That's what he asked. He said, please tell everyone I want a sub for sub.
Sub for sub. It's funny.
Tom is a good guy. He is going to, not that he's already not exploding, but he is going to explode in a couple months.
with
I cannot wait to see all the new zombie videos coming
The
out.
channel and the zombie stuff.
Tom can't explode anymore, can he? Like, what is up this? Like, 10? Is he going for 10 million subscribers?
Oh yeah, of course he can explode, dude. There's gonna be a whole new wave of people that are just getting into Call of Duty.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Remember.
can I just put a shout out? Would you stop ordering pizzas? Like they're not sending them to me anymore, and the poor owner is getting all these. Like it's, they
You're
guys
hurting somebody else's business. So
yeah, you're hurting some guy's business. It's not nice, you know. It's one thing when like one guy sends me a pizza and I've got a little fun to cover it, but he just got 4 more pizza orders.
Yeah, if you got a call, pay for the damn pizza.
If you want to fuck somebody up, go to f150forum.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's another thing, and I hate to like take this pizza money and not do anything with it, but you can buy a pizza if you want to get me. Buy a pizza. Don't send one unpaid and leave the poor guy, you know, wondering what to do with $50 worth of toppings. If you want to get me, go ahead, send me a prepaid pizza. Do that.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah, I think the people that do this sort of thing have never worked for anything in their life. They don't understand like how they like. There are people who write me on Skype all the time. You know, they just write me constantly, and it's like, you son of a bitch, I am working right now. You know, like, I don't want to be pen pals. I've got so much to do. And there's this guy over there trying to make a living selling pizzas, who's dealing with you know, getting bombarded with all these orders, and you know, it's not nice. It's not nice. You want to bombard him with orders?
Move.
Pay him. You know. Pay him and you'll be fine.
You know what I don't like? Why do people always put the meme on that same fucking picture of me from like 3 years ago?
Which me?
Which one? Did you see the one I retweeted earlier?
I'm talking the one where I'm like in glasses and I got like the Camelot fly suspenders and I haven't had a haircut in a while.
Oh no.
I have like a half beard.
The one that I retweeted earlier though is hilarious. The one that has you like they photoshopped a big ass like Ronald McDonald smile on you. And then at the top it says it's simple. At the bottom it says we burn the truck.
All right, I'm retweeting it now too.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
I need to see what.
That's just so funny. It's simple. We burn the truck. Go ahead.
Someone said he's going to get 40,000 kills in Black Ops 2. Yeah, I wasn't meaning to say that 40,000 kills was a lot of kills. What I really was trying to say with that was a more humble thing, which is 40,000 kills is a long time to break even. Like
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I bet if you walked in from Halo like Mike did, it was a much lower number. But especially because you walked in COD 4. You know, I think today, if you walk into, say, Modern Warfare 3, having never played another shooter, it's tough, man. Most of the people have been playing shooters for a long time, and they've been playing COD for a long time, and it takes a while to jump in.
I started out, dude, oh my goodness, on GoldenEye. Oh, that game. So much fun.
I feel like I'm a little vindicated here. I started out with a 1.04, so I never had to go through this period.
Well, then it wasn't your first shooter, right?
It wasn't. My first shooter was Battlefield.
Okay.
Battlefield 1942, and at one point I was like negative 60,000.
Yeah,
but the game had like a 2 or 3 year thing, and I eventually got positive toward the end of it.
prior to Left 4 Dead, I played with a mouse and keyboard, and that was a long time ago. Like I feel like I don't even have mouse and keyboard skills anymore. But I'm gonna work on that actually. I have a broken hand, and did anyone see my video from this afternoon? I know that wasn't very long ago.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
you got the info, right?
Yeah. So basically, there are bones at the bottom half of your hand or top half of your wrist here. I'm on camera if you guys are interested. And mine are split. There's a ligament that's supposed to hold them together, and that ligament is like torn off. And it took a little bone with it. And apparently, it's a big deal. It leads to like a very debilitating, painful wrist condition, and it's hard to fix. So he's sending me to the best doctor in the area to try and fix it. So I don't know. It's pretty messed up. But using a controller hurts. Like, what hurts? I don't know if people care about this. But they're like, does it hurt all the time? Does it hurt right now? Does it hurt to type? No. It doesn't. Every so often, though, it's easily hurt. And it's usually like this thumb up position. If I push down like that, that's painful, or like up like this, or like something in this motion, like when I twist it. And one of the things that hurts is holding a controller and like trying to do the sprint on the thumbstick. And the PS3 controller is even worse. So I was thinking that my channel might gravitate towards a little more PC play because the controller is painful. We'll see. We'll see. That reminds me, I'm putting together a PC on Saturday. I hope it works out, but I thought we'd live stream it, and it's a little different than anything other people are doing, as far as I know. We're going to set up a desk, a table, some cameras, and you can watch me attempt to assemble a PC.
What time is that going down? I want to watch that.
I think I'm going to start around noon Eastern time, and I think it'll take a long time. And I'm just going to be sort of hanging out, putting the PC together, talking to subs, etc.
Well, I asked a question today. I was at the doctor's office, and you had your hand problem, and I got problems from my ankle, foot. I had a bunch of surgery on way back when. But anyways, I asked the question. I got a new gaming laptop, and I thought about getting my desktop PC is about 4 or 5 years old, but it was a beast back then, but now not so much. So I asked the question, should I get like the Mac, the big Mac, or should I stay with a custom-built PC?
Custom-built PC all the way.
And see, a lot of people said the same thing. They said, but if you're going to use it like for editing and
custom-built PC all the way.
They said the Mac whatever is better. I don't know. Is it?
The Mac's double. It's double redundant. Like it hardly ever will fucking like error and crash on you. But for money wise, you can get more for your dollar on a custom built PC.
To me, it's kind of a preference thing. There are serious editors who use both platforms. For me personally, it seems like every time I switch away from Vegas, I miss how easy it was to do in Vegas. And I don't know. I'm a Sony Vegas guy. I like it a lot, and that sort of knocks the Mac out of the running. And then something about the OS, and this is just for me, it doesn't fit right. Like, when I jumped to Windows 7, it seemed like there was always something I discovered about it that I liked more. Have you ever hit Windows Tab instead of Alt Tab? That stuff is awesome, man. Like, it looks out really nice. When you drag a window to the top of the screen and it expands vertically, or you drag it to the corner and it expands full screen, it seemed like in Windows I was constantly discovering stuff I loved. On Mac, on the other hand, like I would accidentally take my mouse to the corner and all my windows were like broken or something, or it would take me into some Alt-Tab world. I was switching virtual screens all the time, and I'm like, what the hell happened here? I had a touchpad, right? And if you put 2 fingers and slide it on the Mac, then it would scroll your web browser. And I did this constantly. But if you didn't keep the fingers at the same distance you did when you first start, it would enlarge or shrink your text. And I did that constantly. And it was just like, for me, the Mac always got in the way, whereas the PC didn't. So I'm a PC guy. Plus, if you're going to do games, I don't think anybody argues that it's not a better gaming platform.
Hey, are you going to have a list of everything you're putting in yours? Because I might have to copy you.
Dude, I can absolutely give you this list. I don't know if you want to copy me. You know where you really want to go is to Reddit on the Build a PC forum, and they'll help you. Like mine, my PC is about $4,000, which is it's a pretty good PC. If that's what you want to, I'll totally give you my list in an easy-to-buy format. But it might be a waste of money. I don't know. It's up to you. But I'll give you my stuff.
I'm the type guy. I'm the type guy when I do a PC, I try to get the best I can buy when I buy it. That way it'll last me a few years,
You know what you should do? Then this is what I did. You can start with my list, go to Reddit, and then they'll tweak it for you. They might be like, this is nice, but the guy who did this is all about rendering, 9 episodes of Borderlands at one time. You might be wanting a different chip and then put that money towards an even better graphics card or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I'll do that.
I can totally give you my list as a starting point.
You know what I like about PC?
What's that?
I think Woody just touched on it. Or mainly just Vegas. I like that every time I think I've mastered Vegas, I learn something new about Vegas. And it's like, wow, this is cool. Let me play around with this.
Yeah. Vegas, so far, Vegas has done everything I've asked it to do, and it does it in a pretty simple way. Like
people say there's other editing software out there that's better than Vegas. I'm like, from what I've seen on TV around here, Vegas can do pretty much everything that's on like the local television.
You know what I want to do that I don't know if Vegas does it or not, but I watched Video Game High School. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Freddie Wong series.
Yep. So
Dude, I watched every single one of those. That shit was awesome.
it was. I was talking to the editor on that show, and I was asking him how he did the computer monitors. The computer monitors were just like a piece of glass, and then they like superimposed the image on it. Do you remember what the monitors looked like?
Yeah, like a floating, like liquid screen almost.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like an iPhone screen and nothing else, no back, no nothing, and it was like slightly transparent. And I'm like, how'd you do that? He's like, oh, you just key it to the corners and whatever. But I'd like to see if Vegas did that and incorporated it into something.
Vegas
Does it?
Vegas can do that. I could show you how to do that. Yeah. That's
Cool.
the thing with Vegas. It's so user friendly. It's ridiculous.
They really put out good stuff. I bought it. I wonder if I'm the only one on the call who paid for Vegas.
Oh, of course I paid for mine.
What am I trying to say?
You are
That
going to
we're-
call me
we're-
out.
we're insurance fraud.
What does that mean?
I do not use Vegas. I've been using Adobe for a while, but I might have to make the switch.
I want to have this
Hey,
conversation
actually,
again
one time-
privately. I wonder if it changes at all. But I really did pay for my
I know
copy.
somebody didn't pay for their Vegas. Only used me Blade because he still used Windows
He
Movie
uses
Maker.
iMovie. Yeah, that's right, Windows Movie Maker. The reason I paid for Vegas
Bad.
is
I'll
I
burn
was
the hell out of a truck, but I'm paying for Vegas.
Bullshit.
Yep,
I-
burned a truck, by the way.
I paid for Vegas because I wanted support. You know, I was like, sometimes renders crash, sometimes I'll drag a file in that plays in Windows Media Player or whatever that thing's called, but it doesn't like work in Vegas. I was like, I want to be able to call them and find out what the deal is. And then it turns out that even if you pay for Vegas, you don't get any support. It's $130 a call.
Oh.
I was like, wow.
What?
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you buy a licensed copy of Vegas, it does not come with any phone support or any kind of support. And it's like, it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm using Adobe, but it took a crap on me a couple of times, and I lost I had a montage that I was working on, and I lost
What are you using from Adobe?
Adobe Premiere, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Premiere.
I'll make a deal with you guys. If my channel gets 5 million views for the next 3 months, I'll buy a new TV and I'll break it live.
Is that your second most
I'll buy
viewed
like
video?
a 3D HD TV that's like 60 inches.
Is that your second most viewed video?
Yeah.
I was looking at your most viewed videos recently, and I was like, oh, look at that. It's, let me look.
What is the most viewed? The Modern Warfare 2
Level
YouTube
up one.
video?
No, it's
What?
about giving away your
Care
care
packages.
packages, but not just that. What is it called when you get lots of care packages?
Emergency airdrop.
Yeah. He was really clever.
Funny thing
Like,
about that, I was on the Skype call with Wings, and I was like, no, don't get a gun out, because that time with the shotgun deal, you remember that?
Mhm.
So I was trying to holler at him about to get his gun and put it on the live stream. About that time, you can hear me Skyping him. And about that time, the damn gun's like, tink. He's like, oh.
Yeah, Wings had a great video, man. That was one of the best tips, I think, in the community's history. Like, here's the deal. Let's say you get a Predator for a care package. Most of the time, that Predator is going to get you a kill, which is 50 points. Sometimes that Predator will get you 2 kills, which is 100 points. If you give away that care package, it was 250 XP. It was a guaranteed 5 kills worth of XP. Like, it was so smart to give away that stuff. EMP. If you gave away an EMP, it was 750 points or 900?
No, 1,500.
1,500 was it? Wow. So
Mhm.
1,500 XP. That's, somebody help me here. Is that
And you
30
still
kills?
benefit from it either way.
And you still benefit.
Yeah, 'cause
Doesn't-
somebody else will call it in, yeah.
yeah, someone else will call it in. It was like giving away. It turns out the reward for giving away care packages was way higher most of the time than the reward for getting the care package. Maybe if you got a chopper
Something
gunner.
like an AC-130 or chopper gunner could make it up.
Yeah, yeah, and also it's a lot of fun. But almost everything else in there, like, you know, how much fun were you gonna have with the UAV? Give that
And it
stuff
was so
away.
easy to get, dude. Predator, Harrier, emergency airdrop.
Yep. That was the way to rank up in Modern Warfare 2. I've seen lots of rank up videos. Like, for example, in Modern Warfare 3, the way to rank up is to run Specialist and Hardline. And then, like, your first kill is worth a ton. Like, one kill, you get, like, a Hardline bonus, a Specialized bonus, a kill, the XP for the kill. And then if you're playing it, the XP for the kill confirmed. You get, like, 500 points or something for your first kill in kill confirmed. That's the way to rank up. But I like, it was more obvious. The Wings' thing with the care packages, no one else knew it. But, whatevs.
Whatever.
You guys watching the Olympics at all? You guys care anything about
You know what I'm watching? The pictorials of the Olympic bodies. Like, real, I saw Ronda Rousey or something recently. They're like, oh, look, these are the, naked bodies of Olympians from this year. And I'm like, ooh, this is relevant to my interests. I'm gonna see this. Is the Olympics actually on?
Well, the reason I'm at tonight's, they're doing one of the prelim trial games or whatever for the USA basketball teams playing Dominican Republic.
Yeah, my son said
the Olympics.
Let's tell you. Hey, I got a topic.
I have an Olympic topic I was going to ask.
I do. It might be the same thing. Go ahead.
Oh, and mine was going to be, like, what games would you remove and add to the Olympics? Like, this archery is a good example. Is anyone really looking forward to Olympic archery this year?
I didn't know there was Olympic archery.
There you go. Like,
take out field
archery, add hillbilly hand fishing.
Take out field hockey.
I didn't even know that was in there.
Or whatever you call it. We went in '96, me and my wife, in Atlanta and watched like field hockey or some shit. It was these little short Asian guys, like 4 foot tall, with these huge, massive thighs, with like a curved-looking stick hitting a bowling ball around the field. It was stupid. Straight dumb. I want football. I want football put into the Olympics.
But that's an American sport.
I don't care. You need to go worldwide.
I want MMA. Well, I want MMA in there, but I also recognize that you can't ask a guy to fight like 16 times in a weekend.
Right, yeah.
That wouldn't work out.
Wrestling's as close as you'll get, I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad that wrestling's in there, but there's some unpopular sports in there. I'd like to see them pulled and put in skateboarding or something. Like, do you know how popular that would be if they had like some X Games type stuff in there? They have all kinds of sailboat racing. Let's get some rally car racing in there. Make it badass.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Let's see Ken Block racing
I don't know.
on a ski slope in the summertime. Race that stuff, man. Make it go. That's what I want. I want monster truck racing up and down ski slopes in the summer. There's an Olympics.
The Swiss Alps.
Yeah,
European
man.
Olympics.
Make it go.
London.
Freaking go at it, baby. That'd be awesome. That's these are way better Olympic sports than archery.
Yeah, I always enjoy watching the X Games.
Dude, the X Games are pretty cool to watch. They actually make it pretty fan-friendly. I was watching the skateboarding one. It was like the street skateboarding event. And, like, the second one guy ended his run, the next guy started.
Another guy dropped in?
Yeah. And there was no downtime. You just watched them, like, loop around. When you watch a lot of events, there's, like, this delay in between them and stuff. You wait for the next guy. No, man, X Games had that thing to be a show. It was cool.
But somebody tweeted at me they should have truck burning.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Beer pong? Somebody wants beer pong in the Olympics?
How about we just have blowjob as a fucking Olympic sport? You basically have like 4 dudes lined up, and you have girls try to get them off all the way to the end. Who gets them off fastest?
Yeah, it's got to be like a team. It's got to be like a team sport, like a guy and a girl.
You have 4 guys and 1 girl.
Yeah, but they need to be a team. Like the guy and the girl need to practice and get up the technique, whatever it takes to get him to go from 0 to hero.
I want to see them like busted for performance-enhancing drugs. Like he's on Viagra.
Like as soon as she touches it, it's like.
Right.
It's going to crown who is the actual queen of cock sucking.
Heather Brooke. Heather Brooke. She's gonna laugh
Yeah,
at
but
me on lockdown.
how good is she?
I don't know, dude. I would be like a
She
Capri
has
Sun.
good technique, but she actually is actually pleasurable.
I'd be like a Capri Sun. Like the minute she touches it, it just squirts out the end. You know, the little drink pouches. That's me.
Because there's a lot of editing in her videos, if you notice. She usually just starts doing her technique, and after it gets stale a while, then she goes right to the money shot.
Yeah, there is. Her videos tend to be like 3 minutes long, and I bet he tends to be longer than that. But
I'm wondering, like, how, deep throating is supposed to be enjoyable. How enjoyable is it for the guy?
Dude, I mentioned last week something about her and said that, as a public service, she should go around holding seminars and teaching, wives around the world how to do what she does. And somebody sent me a 30-minute long video. Like, you know what? She may not be going around giving seminars, but, she does give a 30-minute video on how to be what she is. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's for science, right? So anyway, I checked it out.
It's for the betterment of mankind.
Exactly.
It keeps stress levels down, keeps people from having aneurysms, saves lives.
So yeah, in essence, science, life-saving, etc. I watched her how to do it video. If I was gay, I'd be rocking right now.
All right, we got it. There's one thing we got to cover before we end this.
What's that?
Talk about the Olympics. What do you think about the Olympic guys wearing made in China uniforms?
Oh, is that what that controversy was about? I saw the headlines.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it.
They should be pissed. We shouldn't be wearing China-made uniforms in the Olympics. Come on, guys.
I'm with you. Yeah, I was going to say
You
don't
know.
care, but, come on. If there's one time where patriotism and nationalism kind of fit, it has to be the Olympics. In the same way that politicians get busted for handing out made-in-China flags, American flags made in China,
Yeah.
you should be similarly embarrassed for made-in-China uniforms.
Are we talking about the uniforms that the athletes are wearing, or like jerseys and shirts and stuff that are being sold?
The athletes are wearing, I believe.
Yeah,
I mean, really, how much money are they saving by having,
It
50
can't be more than a couple
basketball
of
jerseys made, or whatever it is? Like that's,
yeah, I'm with you.
I don't get it. I also don't know anything about the story, but at face value, it seems.
All right. Well, what about the chimp shit? The chimp shit happened last week, but we didn't talk about it.
Wait, there's chimp shit?
The chimp shit, yeah. The guy who was basically a wildlife enthusiast.
Uh-huh.
He was in like a chimp reserve, and he got pulled in past the barrier, and 2 chimps beat him within an inch of his life.
That sucks.
Did you guys see the last person that got attacked by a chimp?
No.
All right, look up Travis the chimp victim.
Here we go.
Oh, God, is this gonna look like the bath salts, dude?
Look up Travis the chimp victim. Keep in mind, he did this within 30 seconds to this woman.
Oh, is this the lady who had half her face eaten off?
Is this the one with no
Yeah.
nose?
No nose, no eyes. He broke her jaw off her head.
Wow.
What people don't realize is chimps are 10 times stronger than an average human.
Dude,
That's
God.
crazy.
She's
Google image
messed
search.
up.
And Homeboy is going to be just like this because he had 2 chimps attacking him. They ripped his nuts off. They ripped his face off.
All
They
right.
broke 2 of his arms.
We established a couple weeks ago that Joe Lozon can beat up Mike Tyson. What about a chimp?
Oh, a chimp would kill Mike Tyson, dude.
Yeah. Chimp is gonna kill any human.
Really?
Chimp-
I so
Yeah.
don't buy this. I think chimps are completely untrained.
It doesn't matter if you're trained if you're that damn strong, dude. All right, say Joe Lozon takes a chimp down. All right, what's the one way you can get out of most holds? Power. He goes to choke him. He takes Joe's arms and breaks them at the forearm.
Yeah, how do you train to fight a chimp? How do you prepare for a chimp fight?
Chimp has 4 hands compared to 2.
I just see a chimp being really susceptible to like flying knees. I bet he gives up his neck for guillotines all the time. I bet a chimp would,
He would bite the shit out of you, dude. Chimp
Yes.
wouldn't play fair. Are you kidding me? Pop shots, off ears. I'd go for your
Keep in
calf.
mind, he ripped this woman's face off in like 30 seconds. Like he just demolished her. That's all he had, all the time he had to actually do this to this woman before he got shot by the police. And he just fucked her up. Name a UFC fighter that could do that in 30 seconds.
dude, that chick, did you see her? She's a puss. Everyone could beat her up.
No, that badly.
Dude, I could
Not
rip her
everyone
eyes
can
out
eat her
that
face,
fast.
Woody.
I could rip
No.
her eyeballs out if I was properly
Yeah,
motivated.
but he ripped her eyeballs out, ripped her jaw off, and her nose. Have you ever ripped a nose off, Woody?
All right, I'm gonna give him credit. You know, he's pretty good face mutilator. I don't mean to say that the chimp is not a skilled face mutilator. I'm just saying that up against a trained fighter, a guy who spends all his time dropping knees, dropping elbows, you know, spotting holes in
It's out
somebody
the
else's
window, dude.
Dude, just look at it this way. Just scale them up. Silverback gorilla. Nobody on this earth can beat a silverback gorilla hand to hand.
I'll
Nobody.
grant you, no
All
human.
fighters not prepare through prepare for a fair fight. Is that not the mentality and the training that they go through?
I would say, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you're fighting a chimp. Fair is not even in question.
The only thing a chimp is going to add is
faster.
like fingernails and fighting.
And unpredictability. That's the biggest key. You don't know what that thing's going to do. Dude, if for some reason you bend your arm and it looks like a banana, gone. That shit is off of you. You know? Like, that's not even going to fly.
That was
Man, I wish Dana White would make it happen. Right? Like,
Wow.
I bet Pete would be
Who would a
all
chimp
about
fight?
that.
Who would Dana White put in the ring with a chimp?
it has to be Anderson Silva. Oh no, I knocked my camera off.
Hey, Silva wouldn't do that.
How much money are we talking? I'd fight one.
Dude, redneck, this thing can end your fucking life in like minutes.
But here's the thing, hear me out. Anderson Silva
The tequila.
has completely cleared out, sorry my camera dropped, has completely cleared out the division to the point where it's almost
yeah.
uninteresting that he could fight anyone else. After Chael Sonnen, you're like, who's he going to fight? Bisping? Bisping just lost to Sonnen. You really going to match him up against him? Who is he going to, now everyone's looking at this Weidman guy, who, by the way, is a very good fighter. You know, I don't mean to knock him or anything, but
He's got to wait till he gets old enough so somebody can beat him.
dude, you thought that happened already. He's like 37 or 39 or something. And, you know, he's still stupid fast. The guy fought Forrest Griffin, and, like, Forrest Griffin came at him, and he's a good fighter, right? This guy's an ex-champion, and he fights a weight class above Silva. So you think to yourself, like, ooh, the X-205 champ against the 185 champ, maybe we got a fight here. Anderson Silva, Forrest comes at him, he's throwing this, I think it was a right cross. Silva goes back, he looks at him like he was stupid.
Yeah.
He's like,
It was
what?
embarrassing.
He's like, why
Yeah, it
would
was
you,
bad.
like, what made you think that you should be punching me, X-205 champion of the world? Like, where do you get off doing such a thing? So he leans back, and then he hits him with his own single shot. Forrest Griffin, this is the 205 champion of the world, ex-champ, falls to the ground, and then runs out of the ring crying, in tears, sad and embarrassed, and that was the end of the fight. That's the level of dominance that this guy has over
But still, a chimp, no way.
Dude, the chimp is really the only matchup that has appeal to me right now.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna put my pay-per-view money out there, like, would you pay to watch Anderson Silva versus like me? No.
I'd pay to watch somebody fight a chimp, though.
Yeah, but a chimp?
I could agree.
Yeah.
What would a chimp fighter weigh?
A chimp? Probably was a chimp weigh like 140 pounds?
Something like that.
What? No, a chimp's bigger than that.
I see people carry him around sometimes. They can't weigh that much.
Are we talking like the red, like the
Talk
reddish
about
chimp?
orangutan.
Yeah. Like in that damn movie way back
Yeah,
when.
they can't be. I'm thinking 140 pounds is like being generous.
I'm on the edge. I think I'm with Wings, but I'm not a chimp expert.
I don't know.
How much do chimps weigh? We have Google.
I'm on the wiki page right now, hunting it down. They're taller than
Who's
I thought.
who's the heavyweight champ in
Junior Dos Santos? I think I'm pronouncing that right.
what kind of fight would that be?
They weigh as much as 150 pounds, males.
Where did you see that? Was it on
A
the?
male diamond chimp is up to 1.7 meters, 5.6 feet high, when standing, and weighs as much as 70 kilograms, 150 pounds.
Yep, I'm on the same paragraph as you now. So as much as 150.
Well, I got 50 pounds on.
Oh wait! There's more. Chimpanzees' testicles are unusually large for their body size, with a combined weight of 4 ounces compared to a gorilla's 1 ounce. Dude, they got balls of steel.
After he eats your face, he teabags you.
A human has a 1.5 ounce testicle. whereas a chimp has a 4-ounce testicle.
He's got testicular fortitude. That's actually give you enough fight right there.
It'd be a lot easier to kick. I'd kick it right in the fucking nuts.
You would not be easy to kick a chimp, dude.
In the nuts. If they're that big, yeah, it'd be no trouble.
Scroll down on that wiki page, you see, Georgery right there, 62-year-old chimpanzee. That motherfucker would fuck you up.
Yeah.
I see Bonobo. I see Zoo. Oh, is that Georgier
Yeah.
I'm looking at?
Yeah.
That guy looks grumpy. No, he
looks
doesn't.
like
Look at the big picture. Look how sweet he looks.
he looks like a fucking demon with 10 times the strength of an actual human.
Dude, this
Look at
chimpanzee
his
looks
arms.
bad. Yeah, look at that
Arm-to-body
tricep
ratio.
bicep thing. Like, the hair kind of takes away from it, but if you saw that arm on a human, you'd be like, dude, that guy's
Keep in mind, like,
dangerous.
silverback gorillas have been known to pick up like 4,500 pounds with one arm. Just imagine what a chimpanzee can do. They're a little bit smaller.
Can an MMA fighter beat a chimp? I really want to see this.
We gotta make this shit happen.
Make it happen, Woody.
Yeah, dude, can you see that? Like, the ref would either, like, tap on the MMA fighter's shoulder to make him stop, or hit the chimp with a tranquilizer gun, like, to signify the end of the
I'd be
fight.
worried about the chimp really killing the MMA fighter, dude, because he ain't gonna hold back.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. That's the biggest thing about this whole idea is the unpredictability of a chimpanzee.
Like, look at the very first picture of Bonobo. Look how big his fucking hands are.
Link me, because I'm not on the same page you are, I don't think.
Wikipedia chimpanzee. Oh, I'll link.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at
That's where I'm
like
at.
2 pictures up on the left, Bonobo. Look at the fucking mittens on this thing. Look at the dick beaters.
The dick beaters? Is that another word for hand?
Yeah. Get your greasy
Oh,
dick
yeah,
beaters off my
Bonato, I see him. Yeah, I got you.
Dude, that is
Shit
a
would knock
serious
your
chimp.
ass.
Those hands are crazy. His thumb kind of sucks, though. Like
doesn't matter.
he's got these ridiculous fingers and then a human thumb stuck on there.
I bet he couldn't hold a PS3 controller.
He's
Yeah,
got-
like a beast of chimp at PS3.
Yeah, this chimp sucks at Call of
But dude,
Duty.
look at it. He's not even flexing, and look at the bicep muscle on him.
All right.
He doesn't spend no room in the. He doesn't spend no time in the weight room.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. You know what?
Be ruthless. I'm telling you, unpredictable. Don't let that thing eat for a few days and put it in the ring. Done.
And here's what you might not know: chimps are one of the strongest bite animals in the world. I know the gorilla's number one. That's harder than alligators.
Oh my god. So I couldn't resist, and I googled chimp testicle, because they're gigantic. The very first Google image result has it in the palm of a guy's hand. They have seriously rocking testicles. Oh my god.
I gotta see this, you sick ass.
It almost looks like a human brain.
It's dude, are you guys seeing this?
I'm almost saying.
His
Where is it?
testicle's
Link
bigger than probably an
Link it in the
alligator's
chat.
brain.
It's chimp
Dinosaur.
testicle. They have they have a guy in each hand. One hand has the chimp's brain, and the other hand has the chimp's testicle. And they are.
Woody, did you see the second picture, dude?
I'm looking. Oh my god, where he's just squatted
Look how-
there?
Yeah, he's sitting on. Just look at him. He's shaving. That's a shaved chimp. Look at all the muscle on him.
He's not. Is
The
he
older,
shaved?
the older looking guy, right?
Yeah. Dude. All right, so this is it.
Kind of favors my dad. I'm
We're,
kidding.
we're gonna get an MMA fighter versus a chimp, and he's gonna be practicing like ball kicking for his 12-week training camp.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't want to kick that thing in the ball. Just imagine what he would do. He'd send him in a fury. He'd probably rip your leg off.
Yeah, that was. I was thinking
You see the
gorilla.
picture, too?
You
That
guys
guy's
were
just
talking
like-
about.
That guy's like, he's like fucking Brock Lesnar without even trying.
Oh, are you talking about a chimp or a gorilla?
I'm talking about the chimp in the second picture of chimp testicles.
Have
Where
you
he's,
guys ever
sitting on him
seen
almost?
a hairless bear?
No?
Well, Google hairless bear. There was a bear that for some reason he got like a disease that called him to lose all his hair, and you see bears don't really look that badass when there's no hair on them.
The bear's fucking strong though.
It's true. They're just giant animals, but for their weight class, I think they're kind of puss. Like tigers and lions and stuff that weigh the same amount as a bear would just
It looks
rip
like a
them up.
pussycat.
Yeah, dude. You know that? If you take away, if you just put bears are badass because they're so gigantic. You know, if you shoot them, a lot of times they don't even care that much. But if you put them in their weight class, bears are not that badass. Tigers are way tougher.
Yeah, you know who is a badass? 510-pound gorilla.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I was thinking about when we were talking about the size of the chimps for some reason.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but look at the gorilla's fucking forearms, dude. He's just fucking massive.
Yeah. What if you
There's
Google
some
image
YouTube-
somebody that was attacked by a gorilla? It'd be a coffin.
There's some YouTube videos of chimps fighting one another though, to give you an idea of what kind of fury they have.
I want to see a hairless gorilla now.
I do. I'm looking for it.
I found it.
You sure it ain't like the chimp?
It does look like the same guy. Yeah, it is a chimp. Sorry, the image was called hairless gorilla, but then when you click on it, you realize it's a hairless chimp.
Put hairless silverback in, like scroll down a little bit, you see two attacking each other. They're fucking huge, dude.
Oh,
God,
they're
big.
both jumping in the air?
Yeah.
I know that, dude. And you know what? As sick as this might sound, the one gorilla has a pretty nice ass, doesn't he? Like that's
Wow!
Yeah.
Next
You did
level
not
shit.
just say that.
dude.
Next level podcast.
Gorillas. Google gorilla fight. Let me see if that'll bring it up. Yep. If you Google gorilla fight, the second image shows two gorillas like about to get into a fight or in midst of launching each other. Are you looking at it now, Mike?
Yes.
He's got a nice butt, doesn't he?
Have the lightsaber one open.
Yeah. Oh, the lightsaber one is the same picture. That gorilla's got he's got it going on.
No, it looks like he's about to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, the other guy does look bigger, and he's got kind of the high ground.
Height advantage, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, I'm sure the other one has a nice butt too.
Wow, look at that. The white gorilla down there. That dude looks like the abominable snowman.
I'm looking.
How far down?
What did you Google? Just
I don't
gorilla?
know. About 15 lines down on that same fighting gorilla fight. 15 lines down, kind of in the middle. It's like orange and white.
Can you put a link
Just
in
his face.
the chat?
Oh, I see.
You guys both found
Yeah,
it?
it's gonna
All right. So what's the Google
be
search?
about 8 miles long. There you go. Oh. There.
Oh, wow. What's
I
he
got
all
a
about?
video I need to see.
What's the deal with that gorilla?
Dude, guys, check out this video. It's on gorillas. This is the video I always go to when people talk about their power and their strength.
Silverback gorilla breaking banana tree. It's a YouTube video. If anyone in the chat wants
Yes.
to watch it, silverback gorilla breaking banana tree. All
Yeah,
right.
you got a gorilla kind of like lounging around. You're
Yeah,
like, oh,
I'm
man,
looking at like
I'm getting hungry.
a chubby gorilla with a big old pot belly. Right now, at
Huge
15
stomach.
seconds in, he's leaning back. This gorilla is fat. This gorilla does never hit the gym. I'm damn sure of it. Look at that lazy motherfucker. Just chilling. He's like, oh my God.
He's just like sitting there staring at that tree. He's like, you want to fall over or do you need my help?
Now he's walking over to the tree. And he just, oh my God. With one hand, he just destroyed a tree. He like ripped it in
It
half.
wasn't the biggest tree in the forest, but it's still fucking wood. He just ripped
Yeah,
it
he's
apart.
just like shredding it.
Wow.
You know, I got a video of a guy and a chimp fighting right now.
What?
Let's see this.
What?
No joke. Yes, I found a video. It's a bad, you can't. Oh, fuck.
All right, it's a YouTube video called Chimp versus Man. Are they gonna?
It ain't really much. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, this dumbass is trying to feed these chimps, and then it's like a brawl on the ground. I'm telling you, I could beat a chimp's ass.
Oh,
You
Hang
think
on,
he's
wait
dead?
till the end of it. I'm telling you, yeah. The only thing he would have me is biting me with his teeth.
All right.
He's like, if you take his teeth, I'm
would
telling
break you
you,
in half.
if you take his teeth out, I will fuck him up, Wings.
Did you just see the silverback gorilla break a tree?
The gorilla
Like
just,
this-
he's
like
attacking the
this
guy.
Yeah, gorilla's different than the chimp, though.
It's
Yeah.
same family. Chimps are 10 times stronger than the biggest human you could think of.
Still, gorilla weighs 300.
Hell, look at that! Look at that! Holy
Yeah.
shit!
That dude's about 130 pounds. I'm fucking.
He's just jumping on him.
But dude, look what happens. The guy starts loving him back. They play together and they become friends.
We used to make Anderson Silva like play with him for a while and kick him right in the face.
Keep watching the end of it. You got the end yet?
No, does he get into another like fight?
He's gonna get his arm broken.
Keep watching all of it.
Oh, he jumped off into the water.
Yeah, there you go, Mike. You see that shit?
Ooh, and these guys. I'm guessing these guys know a lot about gorilla behavior. That like
I'd be like, shoot the motherfucker, shoot him.
the gorilla.
Please kill him.
The gorilla
Does
attacks
the
him.
chimp swim?
Dude, check this out. The gorilla attacks him, and he responds by loving the gorilla. So the gorilla sort of starts loving him back. Now the gorilla's yanking on his arm. He gets a little scared. He pulls him into the water, and the gorilla lets go because the gorilla doesn't want anything to do with water. I think the guy was pretty smart for being a gorilla playing idiot.
Yeah.
Why isn't his buddy helping him?
He's a pussy.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want that shit.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
jump in.
What-
I'm gonna let my
what if
buddy
it-
get beat by no damn gorilla.
yeah. There were a lot of gorillas too. That'd be an ugly scene. Like
Yeah.
a Boston bar fight. They all just like freaking hound you.
But Woody, I want you to see how fast that fucking chimp is.
What?
He would destroy Silva.
I don't know.
Nah.
I really want to see a guy with a good ground game go up against a gorilla. I want it like
Yeah,
that
I
to
want
me.
to see
Is,
the ground and pound.
yeah, exactly. I
Pull
want
him
to
out
see him
and
like
start
you know
working that
get the
face.
gorilla's back and put that freaking rear naked choke on him. Like that'd be awesome. That's what I want to see.
Give him some hammer fist.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a cool ass video. Look at this one. This is gorilla versus chimp at Philadelphia Zoo.
Uh-oh. All right. It's a YouTube video. Gorilla versus chimp at Philadelphia Zoo. Is he about to go? Uh-oh. What the? So that gorilla just took the chimp and tossed him to the side.
Telling you, a gorilla, that's another level.
Yeah, I wouldn't be wanting to tussle with no
Look at the
gorilla.
chimp don't give a fuck either. He's going right after him.
Are they playing?
The gorilla's running. Look at him. I just think there's just too much hands. There's too much hands, too much dexterity, too much speed.
I like a butterfly, sting like a chimp.
All right. You guys want to wrap up the show? I think it's been almost 3 hours.
God, that chimp is ruthless, dude. I'm just now watching that video.
Because he chased him, right?
Yeah,
There's very
There
little
is.
fucks given on that day.
That was cool.
yeah. That gorilla was like, "Fuck this, I'm outie." Yeah, I gotta get off here.
Very good. All right. Thanks for
for
coming
having me
on,
on, guys.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Adios.